Yes, it is the worst of Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony obviously not being here today. My name is Erock, Erock Radio on Twitter, and I'm hosting this thing for you because today it's the first day of November, which means it's the end of October, which also means it's the end of Jocktober. So what do we do at the end of Jocktober? We feature the very best of the worst radio that we reviewed throughout the entire month. We're going all over this country and internationally up into Canada, to Fredericton, Canada, to Hot 92.3, where we take a listen to a show called The Morning Hot Tub.
Hey, you want to do Jocktober with us, Nick?
Whatever the fuck that is, sure, I'm in.
Oh, boy, I don't know.
Jocktober, it's a wonderful time of year.
It kind of fucks up you guys when you have to, like...
Oh, if you wind up
If you want to
their
tap
show.
out, you're more than welcome.
Here's what Jocktober
We beat
is.
the shit out of radio shows, and then what happens, you guys think it's all fun and stuff until you hit the road and realize, oh, fuck, they won't have me on because I was part of their Jocktober that day.
That's the last thing I need for my career.
Jocktober is, of course, take off on Rocktober.
Will this show that we're going to highlight today have an effect on Nick DePaul's career?
What city is it?
You do a lot of shows in Canada?
Montreal likes me.
Not Montreal.
No.
The first one is Canadian?
It's Canadian.
Wow.
We're starting
Going to
Canadian.
Canada.
Yeah.
I have
It's in New Brunswick, Canada.
We take the
New
Rocktober
Brunswick.
thing.
That's where my grandmother's from.
Oh, wow.
My mother's mother's.
Well,
like,
does she do a radio show?
Goddamn
She's going to get a beating.
She's been dead for quite a while, but
Well, so has radio.
Good thing for that.
Yeah, that's kind of like hillbilly country in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like where Bonnie McFarlane came from?
Oh, she came from even further.
She's like in the sticks or something.
Like
Moose Jaw.
I love when Rich gets dragged up there and comes back with a story about how he had to stay on a fucking farm. The horses were trying to talk to him.
Didn't he get his wedding pictures done at a rest stop or something, service area?
Of course.
Yeah, they told that
course
story
he
on the
did.
show because it was the best place to have that done up there.
No, it's really beautiful. Planked everything. Even the rest stops are gorgeous up there.
Well, we're going to try Jocktober with Nick DePaul. We might tap out, though. We'll see.
We'll see what
I
happens.
think it'll work.
But there'll
I have
certainly
confidence.
there'll be some tangents.
These are your hacky fucking, hey,
Zoom on and wanna
yeah,
zoom.
crazy
Cowbell
things
ringer.
that we spend the entire year pretty much goofing on. And then for the month of October, we have Jocktober, and we feature these people. And our listeners like to get involved, too. They're
very
log on to
excited.
the Facebook pages of these people and post wonderful things about them and pictures and
all in fun.
and whatnot. It's all good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun.
We find happy people that are spending their days doing shitty radio shows and dismantle them for no reason.
Right. For
Well,
no
it sounds
apparent
like there
reason.
is a reason. They're doing shitty
They're
radio.
doing shitty
Shitty radio.
radio.
But
Well,
it shouldn't even bother us.
Well,
but
let's.
No, it should. If
what are you
everybody
doing?
else is going to be hypersensitive in this fucking society.
Right you are.
What do you think of the word
Good.
crazy?
Crazy. I don't have a problem with it. You know, I've actually become a fan of the word crazy since about 7 o'clock this morning. You guys that really offends Fez?
Yeah.
I guess.
Did he always sound that gay before he came out? No, I'm dead serious. I never listened to the guy. They had a
Yeah,
good
he
show.
did, actually, and we all just made believe
I
for
think
many
he
years.
did, but let me tell you something. There's more. There's something I can't put my finger on, but it's more of an authenticness to that voice.
Yes, he's kicked it up a notch.
It's less charactery. It's not as cartoony.
It all just makes
It's
sense
less
now.
cartoony than it was?
I think it's more
yeah.
gay than cartoony now.
It used to go like
You know?
Yeah.
Remember
Which
when
makes
he'd be
me
like,
wonder.
and that's what I was talking about. Like he'd bring it down. It doesn't go down anymore.
Like it's not a parody anymore.
No, it just stays there up high.
But I didn't hear why he was bothered by the word crazy. Is he thinks it's insensitive to people
To
with mental
mental-
illness?
yeah, to people with
for
mental
Christ's
illness.
sake, Fez, let it go, you fucking nut job. Jesus H. Christ.
Because every asshole now wants their word, that
Everyone
one
needs a word that they
taken out of the fucking English language.
they
It's
can ban it.
ridiculous.
Tell me about it.
And we said this day one when they were trying to get rid of nappy and the N-word. We're like, no, you got to fucking defend this right here because they're not going to stop.
I say that in my act. I mean, as a white heterosexual male, I'm down to like an L and a Q.
It's Q.
It's good.
Oh, you can't
Q
use
is the
Q.
queer.
Well,
Q is the queer.
okay, an R. But no,
Retard.
that would be Rican. That's
No,
not
or
good.
retard.
Or
Try one.
retard. No, you're
Yeah.
right.
F.
Every
fag,
word has it.
G,
A,
J,
L.
what's A?
Asian,
Adultera.
Lesbian.
Can't even. But
Can't go lesbo.
And I've been running into
I
it.
like lesbo.
Okay.
It's really insensitive.
TZ, TG, transgendered.
Z.
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 Z. Zigger.
Zip.
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 There you go. It's some racism from the early 50s. Right? Look at the limit. I was thinking nip.
That's taking it back to the 40s.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking it right back to the 40s.
Yeah.
It's Jocktober. A celebration of all things shitty in radio.
It's not very nice. Not very nice.
Fantastic failures of pontificating proportion.
You're so bad.
Wow.
An interactive exploration of what makes radio rancid. Jocktober. Hosts, holes, bits, and stunt boys.
This isn't funny.
It's time for Jocktober.
I got a tree on my house.
No, it's great.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
When Sam hands the disc over to make it official.
It's very,
Here it is, today's
it's
show.
like the Oscars.
That's right.
That's
The
great.
big unveiling of today's Jocktober. We're going up to Canada.
Oh, yeah. Fredericton,
Fredericton, Canada.
Canada. Hot 92.3. The hot tub.
The hot
It's
tub.
called Nixon. Nixon.
It's the hot tub.
I think I've done this show.
Sometimes I wonder if like our friends are in or not. Nick's so in.
Oh, when you get the hot tub.
It's called the morning hot tub.
The morning hot tub with Joe, Benny, and Jay.
Wait a minute.
Two guys and a girl.
You're just relaxing.
Oh, boy.
Joe, Benny, and Jay. I would say Joe is the girl.
I guess, I don't know.
If I have to worry about offending a morning zoo show in Fredericton,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really don't have a career to begin with.
That's true.
You're relieved. We do some big shows on Jocktober.
Was there a
I bet you
man in a
Benny's the girl,
turkey
too.
suit? Oh, Benny is the
Well,
girl. You're right.
You're right.
Well, this
Is that right?
Yeah.
This is a classic situation. You got two guys, they're doing their thing, and then these asshole radio programmers have to shove the chick in there. For what reason, I don't know.
She's got to keep the guys in check.
is she
Settle
hot?
down. Let's see.
She's usually cute or hot.
That's the only good
and
part of
adds-
morning radio. Huh?
Adds not much. I wouldn't mind a woman if she fucking just...
Contributed?
Yes, thank you.
Bring something to the table like a
Thank you.
sandwich?
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
That's a good one.
Write that one down. I'm throwing that in my eye.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So it's the morning hot tub with Joe, Benny, and Jay.
Yeah.
And this first clip, we get to meet the show.
Yeah, I thought it was
nice.
important to start out getting to know the show.
Get to know the
And
old
Sam has a
morning
lot of
hot
confidence
tub.
in this today.
Oh, boy.
I am smiling because I believe there will be a strong reaction from the first track. Right out the gate. Wait till
Morning
you,
hot tub. We're
wait-
all just relaxing in the hot tub.
Wait till you all hear what the morning hot tub is up to and what they've been dealing with.
All right.
All right.
Fredericton's #1 hit music station, the new
Number one.
Number one in Fredericton.
Well, who are they beating out? Some guy with a fucking ham radio in a shed?
Yeah, they're bragging about nothing.
There's 11 people in Fredericton.
They're probably the only show.
They're the number one hit music station
So
in
they're not even the
Fredericton.
number one show, just in the hit music world.
Yes.
Because there's so many hit music stations in Fredericton.
Yes.
I think I'm going to kill Sam.
Don't say a word.
I'm not saying a word.
What?
But I think I'm going to kill you. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Let's
play
hear
the
it.
clip. Just play it.
Why, you're onto something?
It might be.
Just play the clip.
Play the clip.
Oh, no. What's this? What is he doing?
Play it.
Play it.
Hot 92.3 down with Webster and Party for Your Life. Hey, good morning. It's 9:54.
You're listening to the Morning Hot Tub with Joe, Benny, and Jay.
All right, so we're doing the we've had $10,000 stolen from us, of course.
No! I told you no! I told you we can't do this shit anymore. It's ruining Jocktober.
It's the same bit from every other Jocktober we've ever done. It's the stay
can't
home
start
bit
this
called
way.
The Fugitive.
Some asshole came up with this bit, The Fugitive, which is a horrendous bit. It's so bad that every radio station in America,
God.
now Canada, has decided to do the bit.
Yes.
They sell it. There's like a
Don't even
company
tell them what it is.
that sells this bit to people.
Look, I heard.
No, come on.
I think we need
this
to-
is going to fuck Jocktober.
We need to stay on top. Wait till you hear this, Nick. I heard this story. This radio station in
No,
Canada.
no, don't even give away the joke.
Oh, you just want to play it?
For
All
Nick.
right. I mean,
I want new ears on this.
I'm just surprised this thing didn't make national news.
Well, it should.
Or international
Somebody
news.
stole
It's in Canada.
$10,000.
Yes.
Fuck.
Opie, I knew he would be so disgusted when it hit me.
So did I.
Oh.
We've had $10,000 stolen from us.
Of course, the Fugitive.
Oh, yes, the new 93 $10,000 Fugitive.
It's been a busy morning with him. Starting at like 6:30, we got a call from a guy who tells us that he's pretty sure he knows exactly who the Fugitive is and that he's parked outside his house.
Come on.
And that he swiftly is following the rules and wasn't knocking on the guy's door until 8 o'clock. Then, just after 7 o'clock?
Why would you follow the rules?
If he's a thief. These radio bits are so bad.
Then they come up with a bit, and then they lawyer the shit out of it. So even if the bit might have some potential, they fuck it up.
Yeah, well, you need disclaimers and lawyers and rules and
You're
stuff.
not allowed to knock on his door until 8 o'clock, even though he stole $10,000 as the fucking fugitive.
How about the cops bash his door down?
Then, just after 7 o'clock, we got another call from someone else who had someone else completely different in mind.
Yep.
Both of those we now know were not the Fugitive.
Nope.
They asked the question and they were shot down.
Then we get a call from Constable Carmichael, who works with the Fredericton police.
Yep.
And you've been getting some phone calls.
We've had quite a few phone calls today, and just wanted to call and kind of give an impromptu hint that Chief Leanne Fitch is not the new hot 92.3 $10,000 Fugitive.
Like how you got to get all the calls in and the fucking frequency and the contest name in its entirety and.
Oh, how many
is that
tracks are on the
10,000
disc?
Canadian?
Oh, yeah, probably is.
Yeah.
You know what, though, Nick, to get the full impact of this, you must realize we've done this probably 10 times with 10 different stations, and it's always exactly the same thing.
Are you saying it's trite, Anthony?
They're called trite.
Then these shows
This is the hackiest lump of crap.
Then these shows wonder why they're not going anywhere in their careers. We had some of these bits.
They're number one in Fredericton. What the fuck are you talking about?
Number one hit music.
Oh, hit music. I'm sorry.
We had some of these bits shoved down our fucking throats many years ago, and we were the ones that said, no, we're not doing it. And we got in all sorts of fucking trouble.
Rebels. Look
You
out.
got in trouble for that?
No, the PD's like when you're a team player.
The one PD secretly told us it's all good, but the rest of the staff hated our fucking guts because we wouldn't go along with it. What was it?
Was it the history of rock and roll?
Yeah.
We
refused to do the history of rock and roll.
We had to sound excited by playing fucking
Bad company?
Yeah, things like that.
See, we love social, the social media aspect of this bit. Jocktober.
Oh, no, what's happening to their Facebook page?
It's so weird. Their Facebook page has some really strange stuff on there.
Look at Travis with the cat.
I guess they are an edgy show. Look.
A Facebook user named Bobby Roberts.
Right.
Which is my mother's name.
Bobby
Roberts left a photo of a young Travis with long hair holding his cat.
That's a boy holding a cat?
I know, right?
That's a guy?
That's Dr. Gay, our producer, Travis.
Now, what's going on below?
Oh, no.
Two men are making out in their underwear, and it says, what happens in the hot tub should stay in the hot tub.
Because it's the morning hot tub.
Turn up that sperm skimmer from the hot tub.
Oh, Hoagie Boy.
Hoagie Boy has made an appearance on the Facebook page.
That's good.
And that's when
oh, my God. That's...
went downs on her.
Oh, no.
That ain't done. That's a done.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Holy shit, that's over the line of good done.
That really
Well,
is.
this is an edgy radio show. I don't
Let me
know.
tell you,
They're allowing it on their Facebook page, not us.
We don't condone anything that our listeners do, and we don't instruct them to do this to the Facebook pages, but they just feel compelled to do it.
We didn't even give out their Facebook page. That's what's so
know.
strange about it. So obviously this is their listeners.
Did they shut it down already?
Let's find out.
Is that Benny? Is that Benny painted?
No, it's not shut down.
Okay.
There's a photo of a woman with a painted-on bathing suit on.
Oh, yeah.
And
It looks like
nice.
It looks like Rachel Hunter.
Oh, it does look like
Maybe,
Rachel Hunter.
Yeah.
The first comment says, "I want to put my pecker in her and make her make sloshy noises."
Is that from Chip Chipperson?
Pecker. What is this? 1986.
Yeah, it's one of Chip's favorite words.
1886.
That's a fucking.
It's a Chip word.
This guy has a theory. It says, "I bet she's covering her lesions."
Oh,
Which
okay.
is a symptom.
Yeah,
of
well.
She has legions of
the
fans.
AIDS virus.
Yeah.
Phase 1 achieved. Comments are disabled.
Comments.
Phase 2 already.
Is that
Okay,
it?
for
Phase 2 initiated. What are the phases again there, Sam Roberts? Because this is, we haven't done this in almost a year.
Phase 1 is they cut off the wall so you can't leave comments. Phase 2 is they turn off the comments on their own posts.
Right. So now you can't re-comment on their posts.
Right, and then
then
there's total meltdown, I think, after that.
And then there's just they take the page down.
Right.
As Paulie Walnut said, what the fuck are you two talking about?
All right, so here we go. We got to find out what happens with the Fugitive.
It's a very difficult situation. You see how many tracks are on this CD?
Yeah.
He's a guard. Nothing we can do about it.
Fucking nothing.
There's a lot of tracks on here.
Oh, yeah.
They're all Fugitive tracks?
Every last one.
Oh, no.
Why? I think we're going to ruin it.
Oh, the fucking...
Okay. So people have been calling and trying to ask.
Not myself directly, but they're calling the main line and even the chief's office.
That's a great opportunity for us to remind everyone that you have to ask face to face. You can't even if the Fugitive were to get an actual call from somebody, they're not going to fess up to it in that moment. Right?
Yeah, they'll say no if it's on the phone. We should never be jamming up police lines.
No,
anyway.
never.
Absolutely. Good point.
And $10,000 some people may think is an emergency, but no, not at the top of your priority list.
Right, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
I love how the woman that works at the police office can chat for 40 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
She's just yapping away about the fucking some dumb radio promotion.
It's Fredericton, so...
Yeah, meanwhile, there's a moose and,
I like how they're encouraging people, too, to not, you got to see the Fugitive in person. So walk up to him and say, are you the Fugitive?
Right.
So he can shoot you in the face and get away with his 10
should play
grand.
that in Chicago. That should be a fun little bit.
There you go. It's like everybody.
That should be fun, right?
Are you the new Hot 92.3 $10,000 Fugitive? The hunt for the new Hot 92.3 $10,000 Fugitive is on.
I've teamed up with a bunch of my buddies, and we're taking on our spouses. It's going to be guys versus the girls. We are taking them down, and we're not sharing any of the prizes with them. Go us. Screw them.
Hey, he was at the mall. I swear I saw him at the mall. I swear I could.
By the way,
by the way,
this is the other part that's so embarrassing. That's why I love Jocktober. All the phone calls you're hearing right now are fake.
Yeah, they're all the
it's the staff of the radio station to try to get the hype going on their dumb fucking
people that work in promotions.
You can hear it if you listen closely.
Interns, things like that.
So annoying.
At the mall. I swear I saw him at the mall. I swear I could have saw him.
Listen for clues on the new Hot 92.3 every weekday at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 4 p.m. Are you the new Hot 92.3 $10,000 Fugitive? See more at thenewhot923.com. The Fugitive is all about fresh thinking and healthy eating at Peter Pitt.
What was that?
Oh, they shoehorned and they ham-handed in a fucking sponsor?
The Fugitive loves sandwiches.
It's sponsored by Peter Pitt?
The Fugitive.
Pitt.
Oh,
I went to school with Peter Pitt.
Hi, Mr. Pitt. The Fugitive likes good eating. Healthy eating.
Yeah,
all right, so we know the Fugitive is not Erock. Yeah, go to the website.
Yeah, I'll do that right after I call into Restaurant Impossible to see how that restaurant's
Oh, is this terrible?
They still think they could get people to fucking...
I shouldn't do this on my podcast? Is that what you're saying?
Probably not.
To learn some things.
Probably
before
not.
You get that podcast going.
You know what the thing is that you don't hear here. If you could just look at the behind the scenes in the office.
Yes, sir.
When this happens, the program director calls in the air staff, all the air shifts, for a meeting when they do these things, and discusses how important it is to play it up and have fun with it, and just presents it. And you're sitting at a fucking conference table.
See, I gotta pit myself.
Yeah. With him standing up front with like the bulletin board and
yeah, the power presentation
and the PowerPoint presentation of how this gets listeners, and look at our demos here.
Are you the new Hot 92.3 $10,000 Fugitive?
Here is your clue.
Right hand red, stop and stare. I'll tell it all, but do you care?
Listen for clues on the new Hot 92.3 every...
No, that's the point. No one cares.
Wait a minute. What was that hint again?
Right here.
Weekday at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 4 p.m. Are you the new Hot 92.3 $10,000 Fugitive? The Fugitive is all about fresh thinking and healthy eating at Peter Pitt.
All about fresh thinking. And
if they know so much about the Fugitive that they know what he likes to eat for lunch.
Yeah.
Why don't they just approach him and request for their money back?
Just go to that place. He'll be there.
Yeah. And I can't think all about it.
I can't think of one person that appreciates a riddle.
A riddle.
A riddle.
Riddle me this.
No,
Batman.
no, thank you.
Batman?
That's the last time was good. Frank
Yes,
Gorshin.
exactly.
Frank Gorshin.
No one likes a riddle.
Riddler.
He's my favorite, Gorshin.
Yeah, he was a good one.
Here is your clue.
Uh-oh.
BTW LOL. I hate text acronyms, so go to hell.
Listen for clues on the new Hot 92.3 every weekday at 8 a.m.,
I was a
10
little
a.m.,
offended
and
by this.
4 p.m. Are you the new Hot 92.3 $10,000 fugitive? The Fugitive is all about fresh thinking and healthy eating at Pita Pit.
So he's a fugitive and he's politically correct.
Yes,
of course.
he is
He's about
politically
healthy
correct.
eating. He'll steal.
Healthy eating. I think they should have said HE double hockey sticks
Yeah.
instead
Yes,
of
it
hell,
is
though.
Canada.
That was
They're pretty
offensive
much
to
giving
me.
up on the fact that it could be possibly real, by the way.
Oh,
now
I
it's
don't even-
just stupid.
I don't even get the premise. Whoever came up with it should be shot.
Supposedly, I don't know, some dope fucking took $10,000, and now you got to find the guy that took the money.
And he calls in and gives clues.
He stole it from the radio station's prize room. They were ready to give out $10,000 to a listener, but the fugitive, he took it. And now you got to find the fugitive, and then if you find him, you get the $10,000.
Well, there's 11 people in Fredericton. It shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, just line them all up, see who's got some cash.
No one wants to work that hard. They want to hear Katy Perry do that stupid Roar song, and that's
Right.
it.
And then
Who
go to
gives
the
a
Pita
fuck?
Pit.
Right. By the way,
For healthy eating.
I've been in radio stations for a little while here. I know the way prizes work. Has there ever been $10,000 in cash laying around waiting for a prize to give away?
They can't even find money to buy lunch. But they got $10,000 laying around
in cash.
Right.
Right.
They did Free FM. It went belly up. They were bankrupt.
Exactly.
I was there fucking what? I don't know, a year or something?
They hand you stacks of cash if you win the contest.
Yeah, that's how
$10,000.
That's how prizes are paid
Stacks
off.
of cash.
Tax free, yeah.
Yeah, that's how they're paid
Here
off.
is your clue.
My favorite movie has characters Vincent and Jules. Make sure you are following all of the rules.
Pulp Fiction,
Listen
Pulp
for clues
Fiction.
on the new Hot 92.3 every
Yeah,
weekday
so what do I do?
at 8
Question?
a.m., 10 a.m.,
What's that even
and
mean?
4 p.m. Are you the new Hot 92.3 $10,000 fugitive? Staff at the new Hot 92.3 are eating well. Fresh thinking, healthy eating at Pita Pit.
This Pita Pit.
See, somebody probably went to them and said, well, it sounds like, that we're in on this fugitive thing. If it says the fugitive eats at Pita Pit, you have to say the staff eats at Pita Pit.
I get it, Sam. You don't want to do Jocktober anymore.
Is that what it is,
You
Sam?
figured do this first day,
Look.
they'll say fuck it.
The fugitive is a staple of Jocktober, and we will follow that fugitive wherever he goes.
Here is your clue.
What was invented in a German town I'll not wear. My sense my own, and I don't care.
Listen for clues on the new Hot 92.3
Lederhosen?
every weekday.
Yeah,
Well, you have to listen to all these clues?
Yeah, it was just kept going and going. Understand, I've been monitoring this station for like a month.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Just getting the clues and...
Here is your clue.
Oh, no!
I'm tired today because I've got a little tyke. Just remember I'm very close to a mic.
Listen for clues on the new Hot 92.3.
No one is listening to the clues.
No.
And we've learned over the years they finally just give the fucking prize away to some idiot.
You don't even have to listen to the clues. Like the last one is a dead giveaway.
The last one is like, all right, look, he's outside Starbucks, tap him on the fucking shoulder.
I'm wearing a red jacket with a blue hat.
Right, so all this is just nonsense
It's
leading
to
up
keep
to the
people
bid.
listening because they think they need the clues.
But no one listens to radio this closely.
It's terrible.
No.
Here is your clue.
I don't tickle the ivories or know how to drum. I've never learned music.
And I
not
love to
even
drink
strum.
cum. It's Elton
Listen
John.
for clues on the new Hot 92.3.
Here's more Jocktober. Denny, you might as well stay where you are.
Here is your clue.
No,
That's a throwback. Born in the 80s, this narrows your search, so find me maybe.
Listen for clues on the new Hot 92.3
Didn't even rhyme.
every weekday.
No.
See, that sounds like J.J. Walker. He's that
Yes.
loud.
Yeah, because they put some processing on some guy's voice.
Here is your clue.
No more, please.
I'm not so old, and I'm not quite young. I bet you didn't know I can't curl my tongue.
Listen for clues on the new Hot 92.3
Why would we know this?
every weekday.
Oh, maybe we have to
at 8
listen.
a.m.,
These clues
10
are a little
a.m.,
broad,
and
aren't
4
they?
Yeah.
p.m. Are you the new
I have
Hot
a head and I
92.3
take dumps.
$10,000 fugitive?
Oh, no Pita Pit? Come on.
I don't know what the fuck.
Looking for some Pita Pit.
This is exhausting, Sam.
Really is, Sam.
We haven't even heard the morning hot tub.
I know. I wanted to hear the morning hot tub. We're hearing a voiceover guy.
And their wonderful chemistry.
That's a fun name.
Jocktober.
That's a fun name for a show.
The bit's so lame, I can't even get excited about it.
I know.
Here is your clue.
If the ice cream fairy gave me just one to pick, vanilla is the one I'd want to lick.
Listen for clues on the new Hot 92.3.
Danny,
Joey Sandusky.
Are you engaged in
It's
this
too
or
deep.
what?
Again, we don't listen all the time, so that's not a regular station, so I have no idea what they're talking about.
Right, I don't know what the clues are.
Well, the clue is that the fugitive likes vanilla ice cream. I don't understand.
Gee, that narrows it down.
Yeah,
I don't get the fucking. I don't get the whole premise.
This is stupid.
I really don't.
It's sad, because what they could be doing with their radio shows.
Stupid.
And you have to listen to some asshole.
Look at Sandra
down
Smith
the hall.
up there.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I missed it.
But you have to pay for that contest, so they sell the contest to the radio station. It's the same thing over and over.
I swear I'm gonna opt for tapping out the rest of this.
Really?
How many fucking clips are there of him just saying what the...
I think they're finally going to talk as the morning hot tub.
What?
Yeah, what are we at to number 13?
All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. We are here.
No one's been waiting for.
We've all been waiting.
No, we haven't.
I was in the car listening to you guys going, they're talking about all the shit that I love to get in on. And I get here and we're doing this.
And then we do this. You're right with you. We were talking about all that other shit.
Hispanic bikers and fucking...
We did that. I mean, if we do this quick, then we'll have some time to get into some other shit with Nick DiPaolo.
All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. We are here with the fugitive. Hello, Mr. Fugitive. I guess I can call you Mr. now because we know you're a man. What is your name?
Morgan Peters.
Morgan Peters. So great to finally meet the fugitive. I feel like I know so much about you that might be a little bit creepy, but I guess all of Fredericton knows a lot about you. So what I want to know really is, as the social media coordinator here at the new Hot 92.3, a lot of my job is based around the internet, around Twitter, around Facebook.
Well, yeah.
And that's
the social media coordinator?
Yeah.
Got one of those now?
Oh, yeah.
Nice title.
Everyone needs.
What are they doing a twist on the fugitive bit?
They did a twist on it.
That's the fugitive.
They found him, and so now they're interviewing him.
Who is he?
Morgan.
Just some dude.
I wish he jumped into the waterfall.
But wasn't the fugitive someone that worked at the station, and then you'd have to find him? But now it sounds like a listener.
No, it's
dubbed the fugitive.
It's always just some dude. It's not a station. It's not supposed to be a station worker. Some asshole.
Oh, you got something to add to this?
Troy Kwan. And
you got something to add to this?
Troy. See you later, buddy.
What's up?
Good to see you, buddy.
Thumbs up.
Good news for Nick DiPaolo.
What's up?
You asked for him introing some fucking records. We got it.
Right.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, hold on.
J.J. Jackson. J.J. Walker.
Yeah, you got to have the music and then him coming in to see how loud he is.
Look, and that's precisely why you stole $10,000 from us.
That's right. I generally feel that we've gone too far that way.
Wow, this guy's a ball of fire.
Don't
This
interact
is
with each other enough anymore.
The worst thing I've ever heard.
In order to force people to talk to each other more face to face.
What an angry criminal.
Oh, there's a message.
Oh, I like that. They're going with the message.
He stole the money
for a good reason
to get people to talk to each other face to face because you had to go and say, "Are you?"
People aren't talking to each other anymore.
Fugitive.
But why would you be talking face? How does this induce people to talk face to face?
I think because you have to walk up to somebody that you think is the fugitive and say, "Are you the fucking?" 90 shit.
And the guy turns around and stabs you.
And stabs you. And exactly.
Yes.
Okay. So it's eating your face. Yes.
What's wrong, Sam?
It's just weird that because their social media is blowing up.
Right.
Like under some of their pictures. Like one comment is, this was all Nick DiPaolo's idea.
Why would they do that?
Anthony had 9 teeth pulled.
Nick DiPaolo is the mastermind of this evil.
Yeah. Nick, you'll never be on that station.
Blacklisted in Canada.
A lot of people asking for turd. One person just simply writes, I got a tree on my house.
I have no sound in my right ear. I don't know what happened.
Maybe you got to jiggle your...
I jiggled it.
You got to jiggle a little bit.
A lot of jiggling in this studio.
Yeah. Who makes the sound equipment in the United States? I've never been in a studio where it actually worked.
I know, right? They just never fucking work.
10-year-old Vietnamese girl type.
We go back to the horrible interview of the fugitive as we feature the morning hot tub in Fredericton, Canada.
Why are you doing this? If you don't like it, and you can do anything you want here, why are you...
You are
I don't get why you're doing this.
I need to hear more of this guy.
You're right.
I know Sam spent a month in the basement tracking this.
Question gets asked every Jocktober, no matter what it is, after the first 2 tracks.
I request no more Fugitive.
Oh, my God.
You're going to fuck up Jocktober.
I can't tell you what's going on out there.
I request no more Fugitive.
Yeah, please.
If there's another Fugitive.
The amount of buzz that's
I'm going to be a Fugitive in 3 minutes.
Now she's talking about the buzz. Now she's talking about the buzz this contest.
The buzz.
Got going for Fredericton.
Are you happy with, the amount of buzz that you caused the city of Fredericton? Did you hear a lot of people chatting about it as you, went on your day-to-day activities?
Oh, go home and
sure
shave
did.
your bug.
It seems like my plan worked perfectly, in fact.
But you're ready to give us back the $10,000.
I feel like I have no choice.
So you're at work, and where do you work again?
At the Fredericton Chamber of Commerce.
So you're at work, and someone comes up to you and asks you, correct?
I feel like I have no choice.
And so how did that all roll out? Like, give me this scenario with me, like a picture.
Well, it was pretty late in the day, mid to late afternoon, and a lady came in and asked me some relevant work questions, so I really had no idea at the time, and found out later that she was trying to build up the courage to ask me, and then popped the big question.
Yeah, so she asked the question precisely, are you the new Hot 92.3 $10,000 fugitive the first time?
No, I'm not a fruit cup.
Right.
Holy shit.
Does that guy hate the word crazy, too?
That is the dullest gentleman.
Unbelievable. My liver shut down during that conversation.
If you're going to do the bit, why don't you get someone with fucking some energy?
Well, I used to work at Chamber of Commerce.
Is he on dialysis? What a boring Canadian.
First time?
Yes, that's right. That's something I put quite a bit of thought into in order to try to act natural when someone was asking it. So
act natural.
It's hard to do that when you're in a coma.
Naturally. Huh, what? Is that it?
Captain
But we're
Charisma.
still talking. Wow. Well, that's how the big contest ended.
That's it.
No, we got one more.
Oh, God
one more
damn
clip.
it. Fuck.
Did I piss you guys off last time I was here?
Well, good news, guys. The thrilling conclusion for the first day of Jocktober. Here it is.
That's part of this that I find fascinating is that you had to spend the better part of a month with this secret, and it was a secret from everybody. Nobody in your life knew that you were the fugitive.
That's right.
How did you pull that off?
By being a dullard.
They just walk away from me.
My
when I try
wife
to
did
talk.
actually find the key a couple days ago. So as the fugitive, I used my ways to make sure she kept my secret.
Give me a scenario of what it was like to be out there and hear people talking about it, or even just to be like in a store
talking
hearing
about
somewhere.
it. Eat a baggage.
Did it put panic in you every time it got mentioned?
Yeah, actually, I was very aware of it every time I was out in public.
And obviously, you still have like a normal life. You have a wife. You've got a.
Holy, this is not real.
You just have a normal life.
It's really, really real.
Who would believe that he's walking around and people are talking about it, and he's like, oh, boy.
They interview him like he's Bono, for Christ.
I heard people talking about it, but never actually heard anyone ask the question properly until it was sprung
What,
on
in
me.
French?
Part of my shock.
Did anyone ask the question wrong? So did you, as the fugitive, look at anybody and turn anyone away?
Yeah,
Nobody
one lady
did.
with sign language. I
surprised
punched her in the
someone
face.
figured it out. I expected it to be a situation where someone was asking everyone they saw, but she did.
What a dullard!
Holy fuck. I'm so mad.
Thanks, Sam.
This wasn't what we were going for.
Thanks, Sam.
Jocktober.
That fucking...
They gave us something to shit on, right? It worked.
Wow.
Fuck.
It's a bad radio show, isn't it?
Senate expected to reject House bill. This news, huh?
Oh, gee.
But he did provide you
They
some
work
quarter
together.
hours. He really did.
Quarter hours?
Thank you, Denny.
Yes.
It's important to me.
We don't need quarter hours on this platform.
Still good,
They
right?
subscribe.
Thank
It's
God,
done.
thank God we had the Fez shit. So
man.
Jocktober's still alive and well.
Yeah, I give you a double dose today.
Right.
Yeah,
The
you certainly did.
second half not as good
Two
as
for
the first
Tuesday.
half.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
Denny.
would have hate to have been here when you're talking about the Fez shit. Something I could have really joined in on.
Yeah, exactly. Poor Nick.
This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the best of Jocktober for the Opie and Anthony Show. My name is Erock, and we were just in Canada visiting with the Morning Hot Tub. Now we're not going anywhere. We're staying here in New York City, where the Opie and Anthony Show originates, but we're going to flip on that FM dial and go to 95.5 WPLJ in New York City and visit our old friends, Scott and Todd.
Scott and Todd from PLJ here in New York City.
PLJ's Facebook page?
Scott Shannon, in all fairness, did a lot of cool things for radio, but he probably should have stepped out a few years ago.
Oh, boy.
He's overstayed his welcome.
Yeah, it's a reminder that maybe there's a time for all of us to just step aside.
Is it that he's just trying too hard now, or?
No,
he's not trying at all.
Yeah, at all. He has rock mouth.
That's fair enough.
He looks like a fucking rock, and he sounds like one.
He's saying he's a rock-headed idiot?
He's a rock-headed idiot.
He has Easter Island head. Those fucking monoliths.
And I don't know, it looks like he's had some work done over the years to the point he might have fucked up his own.
He went to the well too many times?
I think so, yes. Most of his face doesn't move.
There's nothing better than a guy with too much facial plastic surgery.
Oh, yeah.
And he really doesn't say much on the radio anymore of importance.
Oh, man.
No.
He looks like...
his partner frosts his hair.
Out of a lot.
Yeah. He looks like a senator that tried to kill Steven Seagal, or like set up Steven Seagal. You know what I mean? He's just like, I know you're a good cop, but I don't care. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have a role in Machete.
Yeah.
What do we got from Scott and Todd?
Well, I figure, there are a couple staples.
Hope he's checking his phone.
Yeah,
Update?
No update.
Oh.
So we're going to stick with Still Furious.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he actually mellowed out, took a log flume ride.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you know what, guys, after I got splashed on Splash Mountain, I realized that's not that big of a deal.
Not that bad anymore. Having fun.
Yeah. I'm going to go get a Bing phone.
Happiest place on earth. Yeah.
I got a text from Eric.
What does it say?
I'm not mad.
Oh, great.
April Fools.
Edgar.
April Fools. Don't even...
No timing. Doesn't even wait for it to
fucking terrible.
Settle in.
It's not April.
All right, so it's Scott and Todd Day. Every Friday we're doing Scott and Todd. Fuck it for Jocktober this year. And today we start with a fine song parody. They love.
Oh, do they love their song parodies?
The song parody.
They love a good parody.
But if you notice, one thing I love about their song parodies is how they shoehorn words in by just completely putting the accent on the wrong syllable. They put words in that are much more wordy than the original song. They have to bend and twist the line. Like a good parody, the words naturally fit in, and you sing it and it sounds like the original song. They're incapable of doing those.
Yeah, so they really try for their song parodies.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the energy's there, certainly.
Oh, God. What is this one about? Is it topical?
Not really. I mean, the great thing about Scott and Todd...
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be topical.
We've been doing Jocktober for 6 years, I think.
Wow.
This is either the 6th or 7th year. It's the exact same show.
Yeah.
I mean, for all these years that I've been listening to them, their show hasn't changed even slightly.
Wow.
So the song parody is still indeed a staple. And no, I think this one, sometimes they'll do a topical one, but since the show hasn't changed in so long, sometimes I think they can also go back into the archives and pull one out.
Oh, God. Getting ready to laugh.
What's in that taco meat? Is it full of little chihuahua feet? Burritos made from rodents in the street. Do they just slap some sauce on it and heat? Take it to the fridge. Oh my God. Chalupas are such a delicious snack. To buy and eat them by the sack. But when their meat's alive, does it say quack?
Ducks.
Take it to the chorus. Is it beef or armadillo? Is it beef, Cajun or black crow?
This is terrible.
Fucking hilarious.
I can't even fucking deal.
Yep, this is on New York radio.
They think that's going to be
the number one market in the country.
Asshole that's like, this is good.
This is good. I got a parody about taco meat.
You guys are not going to believe the new one. It is taco meat parody.
Fantastic. You know how they were talking about, like, what's in that taco meat? No, didn't hear that. Well, I read the story. No one else knows it. So let's make a song about it.
Obscure news stories turned into parody songs?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the traffic on the upper level of the Queensboro Bridge? We did a parody song
crazy.
about it.
A car broke down, and I'm now trying to get around.
Fucking stretching for
anything.
Yeah.
And, oh, my God.
Take it to the bridge, because they say that in the song.
Yeah.
Because they really do say that in the song.
Flat and plastic.
Is it beef from Argentina? Is it beef or kangaroo skin? Is it beef or is it penguin? Is it beef or wild wombat? Is it beef or rabid bobcat? What's in that taco meat? Yeah. Is it full of little chihuahua feet? Yeah.
repeating.
Same fucking line.
Do they just slap some sauce on it and heat? Yeah. Take it to the bridge. Oh my God. Chalupas are such a delicious snack.
They're doing the same thing.
That's how lazy this is.
Right.
They're doing just the shitty verse again.
Fucking funny.
Do you like it, Chip?
It's clean humor.
It's clean. Are there hyenas in Argentina? I don't think so.
Oh.
Fucking good stuff. Good stuff. Wow.
Fun song.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect example again of Jocktober. Song parodies. 99.9% of them suck ass.
They are terrible.
What upsets me the most is thinking of the person that enjoys this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a time they were, maybe not on that show, I don't know, but in general, you'd appreciate a good song parody. But
I used to write a few myself.
I think that time has passed us.
Back in the day.
Scott and Todd being featured on Jocktober today.
Look at his frosted hair.
Yeah.
Is Todd...
he enjoys a good frosting.
Is Todd gay?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering.
He just plays one in his pictures.
He looks like a gay man, which is fine.
Right.
It's not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hey, I am just selling some real estate in Vermont.
Yes. The frosted hair, the turtleneck sweater.
He loves to perform. He loves
that horrible, what is that, the burgundy color?
I just like to curl up with some chamomile.
I use it getting washed.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the program.
Yes. Burgundy's a rough color for fucking anyone.
Is he trying to be a hipster with those glasses?
Well, you know what? You make fun. That's the look.
Yeah, we don't. When was the last time we wore a suit to work? These guys wear suits to work.
Ugh.
Anyway, we move on with some classic Scott and Todd banter as the boys talk about Carrie Underwood singing the Beatles, and Scott contributes nothing.
Oh, damn, I thought he contributed something.
I thought he was going to step in.
Oh, man.
There's a theme with today's Jocktober.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna
I think
hear
we
a theme.
picked up on it.
Okay.
I think it was sort of shaky, and then some people said stuff like, I'll never forget where I was when JFK was shot, and I'll never forget where I was when Carrie Underwood murdered the Beatles.
She got the most tweets, 17,090 during the show. Elton John was second with 13,720.
Is this a fun
Those were a lot of...
It's all right.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I guess.
It's still tweets.
I didn't think it was that terrible.
No, I didn't either.
I mean, she's a nice lady.
That's not an easy song to sing.
Who gives a shit if she's a nice lady?
Like that.
I mean, it's a classic, and I guess a lot of the guys or girls on Twitter might be...
Well, they probably never even heard it.
Right.
Like, who did this? One Direction? Is this one of them One Direction songs? I hate One Direction.
I hate One Direction.
Wow.
Good
stuff.
I hate One Direction.
Him and Todd quite obviously hate each other.
There's no chemistry there whatsoever.
Because Todd just plows over him.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to him.
Right. She seemed like a nice lady. Nice lady. Thank you, nice lady. Nice ass.
I think a lot of it is Scott trying to tag everything Todd does.
Yeah.
With nothing.
With nothing, yes.
We're just
he tags with nothing.
With stony silence.
or the last thing where he's going like he's doing this One Direction bit, and then Scott for no reason goes, I hate One Direction.
I hate One Direction. You didn't say it right.
It bothers me because it's new.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
I hate them. Gays are getting married. I don't like my daughter's dating a black guy. I don't like One Direction. One Direction.
Oh, he's great.
I hate One Direction for.
I don't like One Direction.
Blurt it out.
I hate them.
They woke him up from a nap.
Yeah. I don't One Direction.
I hear more coherent stuff walking by an old age home here in New York City.
That's what we're listening to.
Exactly. We got someone who wants to comment on the Taco Meat song. Don't forget, it's Taco Day on the Opie and Anthony Show.
I bet it is.
Get ready to enjoy us eating tacos. Brian from Impractical Jokers.
Hey guys, it's they call me Q on Impractical Jokers.
Yeah,
How are you guys doing?
I actually like the show, and I heard you were a fan of ours, which I think is pretty cool, man. What do you got, Brian?
I'm a huge fan, man. I just got satellite. I just bought a new car, and I just got satellite radio in it. And I was so excited to listen to you guys, and I didn't get like I turned it on, and it was like a glorious moment. I was like, I'm back, O&A. This is great. And I didn't know you guys were doing a joke. I just heard you guys say, get ready to laugh, and then play the taco meat song.
Oh, no. You thought that was us?
I was like, what have you been while I've been gone? What's been going on?
Oh, no.
I just imagine Opie with a bunch of plastic surgery on his face.
Yeah, One Direction. That's a funny taco meat song. Man, it's great. She's a nice lady. She's a nice lady. Wasn't that bad?
Carrie Underwood is like a young, good-looking girl.
Yeah.
And your description of her, she's a nice lady.
She's a foxy lady. Sing that song.
I mean, just states facts. Sing
that song. Yeah.
Thank you, worthless.
Hey, Brian, you got to come in and do our show, man.
I would love to. You tell me how and when, and I'm there.
Oh, yeah, we'll figure it out. My in-laws turned me on to Impractical Jokers. You got them to thank, and I absolutely like it. Where are we at with the show? I don't even know. I'm a little behind.
We're on new episodes start the 24th of October, and we are shooting the third season now. So we're just going to go. We got like 30 more episodes to shoot.
All right, I'm thinking guest spot for myself.
I'm thinking the same thing, but I'm right in.
Just put him on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm thinking guest spot. What do you think?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're building new friendships.
I could pull a joke or two every once in a while.
Let me tell you, I can make that happen. I have that power.
I would love to be on that show, all kidding aside. All right. Hold on the line. We're going to get your number because you should absolutely come in to promote the new season.
I live on Staten Island, man. I could be there every day of the week if you want.
Well, we got to get back to Jocktober, so hold on the line.
Thank you, Brian. He's a nice lady.
All right, we're featuring Scott and Todd, which we're going to do every fucking Friday for the month of Jocktober. Well, we got Scott here getting topical.
Oh, that's always good. I like
good. I mean, you guys are making fun of him for saying he hates One Direction, but he knows what's going on.
All right. He gets it.
He gets it.
Listen to. He's probably on the Twitter.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Nice.
Listen to him getting topical.
I don't have a Google. MySpace. I use CompuServe. DOS problem. Anyone got a new AOL disc? I like playing the Tetris. That's what I play. It soothes my brain. We got any faxes? Coming in.
Fax paper.
When's the afternoon paper coming out? I want to read the daily.
Oh, fuck.
James
Cromwell,
thank
he's
you.
been around forever.
He was in a movie. Remember that movie?
He's been in 100 movies.
Remember that movie he was in about?
Babe, Pig in the City?
Yeah, the pig.
The pig movie.
Didn't you see I don't think that you want to bring that up on the day you just won an Emmy.
Oh my God!
Is Scott okay?
No,
is Scott okay?
I don't think so. I think this is not.
That movie, the pig movie. Yeah, when it came out as a number on the radio. His vacation was ruined.
Everyone's calling his home. They're probably calling his house. You're like, no, that's his cell phone.
Babe, Pig at Disney. The name of the movie.
But they all quickly try to finish his fucking sentence so they can move on.
They close him. They shut him down.
They try to shut him down.
Hey, Pig! Well, he was in that movie. He was in 1,000 movies. Shut up, you doddering old fool.
He was in a lot of them, you stroke-faced rockhead of nothing. Shut up.
He really is. He's like the last years of Strom Thurmond, where they keep trying to cut him off before he says anything.
Cut him off. Don't say something stupid.
Yeah. They should hire the Angel of Death to just be in the studio to keep him quiet.
Just sitting there looking at him, waving his finger. No,
the Angel of Death
with the sickle.
Yeah. Sickle at him. Yeah.
The Angel of Death with a pillow just ready to go.
It's the pig movie. Pig movie. What was that one? You know who doesn't eat pigs are those Muslims.
That'd be cool if he just didn't even know.
He just loses his mind.
Yeah, the Jews ought to fire pigs over the wall at them muzzies. That's the real fight. That's it. Don't get me started on the coloreds. Nigger. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Songbeardy.
The Joe. There's a spook on my block. I don't like these Chinamen yelling at me. They're trying to drive with chinks on the road. It's impossible, those bastards. They get in a cab and the guy just smells like curry. Yeah, One Direction.
Oh, boy. I'm going to love Fridays.
Gotta really hate one. That nice lady, though. I like that nice lady from the Pig movie. Pig movie. Touch her face.
Did he say nice lady?
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood. This nice lady. She's a nice lady. She's trying to solve.
That's great.
All right, guys. So
what else? I love this.
Well, you got Todd, the one that likes a good frosting.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's telling a DMV story.
Boy, that's topical. Okay. People can relate. Very relatable.
He puts Scott, I like how Sam wrote this out, and his comments on the pay no mind list.
Oh, no. He won't let him talk.
Fuck no.
He never feeds him anything to like get his opinion and tries to shut him down.
Wait till Scott jumps in a couple times.
Oh, God.
And Todd places him directly on the pay no mind list.
Directly.
I love it. Okay.
Not subtle at all, huh?
No, I mean a one-way ticket to the pay no mind list.
You know, sometimes when we do Jocktober, I see the track list and I go, oh fuck, we got to do 4 more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is, I'm feeling sad here that we don't have like twice as many clips today.
That's why we celebrate every Friday.
I am so sad.
This relationship between Todd and Scott really is just making me. It's just great.
It's magic.
It's like a son who hates his father, but his father won't die.
Yes.
It's just like, yeah, Dad, we know it. Okay.
Right, you're embarrassing me.
They've been together forever because my friend, and he is my friend in the end, Jim Chandler.
Yeah, but Erock's your friend too. I mean,
boy, look what you did to him.
Jim Chandler worked.
Friends like him, who needs enemies, right? Am I
right? Chip all around.
Jim Chandler worked with Todd up in Albany at the Fly, and they were doing very well together. And Todd decided to take the big gig in New York with Scott.
Yeah, because that frosting ain't going to pay for itself.
No.
That's right.
You got to get that frost money.
I wish we could fucking put like little frost pellets in a shotgun. Commission to use that.
It's a new applicator.
Yeah, you frost it from the inside of the throat. Fucking die.
Fuck yeah. Well, it makes me very happy that Todd is now stuck with this rock.
Yeah. Let's hear. I gotta hear this. I love it.
I'm slowing down because, like,
I know,
finally, you know, when you have a good meal, you don't want to fucking. Yes.
I found out what it is. I found out Scott and Todd's relationship is Todd is the gold digging wife that married the old rich man, and now the old rich man won't die. It's Anna Nicole and her old husband.
Dying.
Give me a kiss. Kiss me on the lips. And turn that off. I hate One Direction. I don't like it.
Goddamn kids.
Well, that episode of Twilight Zone with the old guy and his fucking niece, Barbara.
Yeah.
Barbara, bring me some hot cocoa in my bone cup, Barbara.
We got a guy that used to drive Scott and Todd to the airport. See, I'm stalling because we only have a few clips left to wrap.
You're right. Hertz operator, you're on the line.
He used to intern at PLJ, so go ahead, Bill.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I want to quickly say that we have no idea what you're saying is real.
Oh, it's absolutely real. I used to intern at WPLJ, and they would have me bring Scott and Todd to the airport. And 1 at a time, 2 at a time, but they would sit in the back seat like I was a fucking chauffeur. And I'm like, hey, guys, it's a fucking 95 Astro van, you know? I don't have a hat up here, you know?
That's your whole story?
Fascinating.
You just made me like Scott and Todd.
Fascinating.
Well,
exactly.
To defend them, maybe they were in the back seat to just talk about some shit.
Exactly.
Or he's trying to poison Scott.
Right.
He was an intern, guys.
Yeah,
I'm a friendly guy.
Shut up, you fucking take Jessica Tandy to the Piggly Wiggly. Quiet.
It's not a treat to be in the back seat. I take the front seat every fucking time. That's the seat to be in.
Yeah. Well,
I like the back.
I like that it's an Astro van.
Yeah. All right, Bill.
Yeah.
Great story.
That was the best part of the story.
Exactly.
Saying it was an Astro van.
All right, let's get back to this. DMV story and Scott and his comments are put on the pay no mind list.
I had quite a day yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. I had to go to DMV.
Oh,
no.
And the lady who usually helped me over there retired. So guess what? It's on my own. You had to go in there like you're a civilian.
Like a regular New Jerseyan? Just like
I don't know. The people I saw in there, I never saw in New Jersey. I felt like somebody should have been playing a steel drum offering me a little plastic cup of punch.
So basically you were riding in steerage?
How long was your day there?
Oh, wow.
What does that
About
mean?
an hour 45.
Nothing.
Riding in steerage? Steerage? Not a plane?
They hate minorities.
Oh, they certainly do. You can tell from their breaks.
What happened? They fired a jigaboo who used to help you. I keep in steerage. I probably put her out in the field. What happened to the woman that used to help you? She was a nice lady.
It's easy to make fun of Scott's voice, but what about Todd's voice in that cadence?
I have a clip.
Yeah.
I'm saving it for next Friday.
Wow.
Is that good? Let's do it today. Fuck it, there'll be plenty next Friday. What are you doing?
I have a clip of Todd.
Yeah.
Going from a radio cadence voice, that weird thing that he does,
right,
into live read.
Yeah.
It's like a different person.
I know. Why does he do that?
God. I don't know.
Can we get that?
Yeah.
We'll play today because there'll be plenty for next Friday, Scott and Todd.
Yeah, and I don't want to be
Jocktober.
teased. I got to hear this.
Yeah, Dan's
this is all the
next week.
All the Scott and Todd I get is right now.
Yeah, it's right now. Got to blow the load.
Yeah,
give us it all.
Fill my belly with this nonsense.
Yeah, sure. All right, back to Scott and Todd.
Please.
Being featured every Friday on Jocktober. Todd continues to ignore Scott's additions to his story. So we got more of the DMV story here.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
They took my picture and then she goes, stand back by the wall and wait till it prints. That's exactly how they talk to you. I'm like this, you got it. Whatever you want.
Or else.
The next guy steps up. She goes, well, where'd you come from? Off the street before this? And he went like this, yes. She don't even bat an eye. She's like, all right, well, fine. That explains why you have no address before this.
I think what happens.
Wow.
I think what happens, Todd, is they become hardened over the years with the people they deal with.
AC was down in there yesterday too.
Yes.
It's about 112.
Wow, that says a lot.
He just swatted him out of there.
It's like he never spoke.
He's done with him. He's done with him.
Todd
Period.
stinks too, though. His voice is fucking terrible.
He's trying to put on some kind of fucking Brooklyn thing.
It's almost like it's like he's doing shitty New York sports talk radio.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this,
That's
Eli Manning is not.
No, it's the cadence though, because
I think I know what you were trying to do is what they
Yeah, he told me what about it.
I'm trying to.
Horrible. Who listens to this shit? This dreck.
I'm imagining that Todd didn't even look at him as he spoke.
No.
He just like was looking at someone
and Scott's
else.
like trying to get in there.
Hey, I think what you were trying to do. Yeah, you know what was down there? Am I a ghost? Did I die? They say we're down there.
Fuck, that's got to be brutal.
Hideous.
What's the matter, Spidey? You put me on a pay no mind list? You fucking stuttering, muttering prick you? Dance it over. Dance it over here, you fucking Todd shit fuck. Dance the joke's over. He's a hack. His whole family's hacks. He'd have grown up to be a hack.
Oh, young Sam Roberts running in.
Prancing?
Yes, he's definitely prancercising his way in.
I told Sam this is the first time I ever saw him run was this morning, and now my opinion on him has changed.
Oh, yeah. He runs like a little fairy Mary.
He runs like a female doctor in the ER.
Oh,
we're losing blood pressure.
Yes, that little shuffly run.
He runs like a gazelle with an itchy asshole. That's
how I feel.
All right, so then this was going to be saved, but fuck it, because it makes sense today, because we're pointing out how weird Todd's voice is. Wow, wait a minute. So you get to hear him transition into his regular voice when it's time to sell some shit.
Yeah, obviously he's putting on, his stupid voice.
Crazy voice. There's the tail end of his fake radio voice, and then Scott starts the live read, which is just fun in and of itself. And then Todd comes in, and it's like, who is this person?
Wow. Yeah. How's their Facebook page doing today?
Let's take a look.
Hopefully good.
But we'll go to you in a second there, Sam, but first this.
I sat with some Yugoslavian child who was waiting for his grandmother who kept trying to touch my phone while I played games. Wanted to break his little hand.
In case you have not heard, the best kind of gifts are the ones that come unexpectedly.
That's right.
So when you send a gift of beautiful flowers from 1-800-Flowers.com, it's the perfect way to brighten someone's day.
How about this deal? This week only, 1-800-Flowers is going to make it easy for you to make
jokes.
What happened to
that? What happened to the guy that was going, hey, and then I said to the woman that I...
That's really the same guy.
That's Todd Pettingill.
Somebody smile. You'll get 10 bright, cheerful sunflowers, a free vote.
Why doesn't he talk like that?
His regular voice is better. His other voice is terrible.
It's cartoonish. Is he doing that just to kind of keep up with the slowness that is Scott?
He's mirroring his stroke speech pattern.
Or is he trying to sound younger?
Maybe if I talk in a cadence, he'll understand what I'm saying.
Old man, can you hear the words I'm saying?
And a box of delicious cookies, all for just $24.99.
When we want to impress someone, we always call our friends at 1-800-Flowers.com. They make it easy for you. Like Todd said, 10 bright, cheerful sunflowers, the free Voss, and those cookies for $24.99.
It's an incredible offer and half off the regular price, so surprise someone today. Order now. Go to 1-800-Flowers.com from your desktop, or you can download the mobile app. Click on the radio microphone in the upper right-hand corner and enter SNT.
1-800-Flowers.com. Enter SNT. Don't wait. Call, click, or come in today.
They're both doing it.
Yeah.
Wow. Do it.
Yeah, they
what
put on.
the fuck? Wow. This is what I hate about radio veterans. These are guys that have been around for all these years and listen to the fake shit they spit out in their own voice.
Their dumb fake
How
voices.
fucking embarrassing.
That was insane.
That's embarrassing.
Amazing.
That's Kaiser listener.
He Kaiser Soze's.
Yes,
he changes the limp.
He started that spot limping and was fucking sprinting at the end of it.
So, in case you're wondering,
is that one of the greatest reveals ever, by the way?
Yeah, it's the best.
Holy fuck.
I saw that coming.
No, I don't think you did.
Scott talks about what movie he wants to see this weekend.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What do you mean it's good? That sounds like just a normal thing to say on the radio.
Yep.
I gotta tell you what, I'm going this weekend.
Gravity?
Nope. Runner? Nope.
What?
I want to see the boat movie.
No, it's next week.
That's not this week.
No. Oh, confused grandpa.
The boat movie.
What's the boat movie? Is that the Tom Hanks one, I guess?
Got no comedy. I'm a star.
I want comedy.
I want to see the boat movie.
Sounds like a fucking retarded child saying, I want to see the boat movie.
The boat movie.
See the boat movie.
Where's the boat movie?
With the skinnies.
Yeah.
Where's the one where Tom Hanks kills the Africans? Right. Where the boat movie? Is that the one where he got the soccer ball and he calls him Leon or something and chases him around the desert? I'm on a boat. The boat movie. The boat movie.
Grandpa, there is no boat movie.
There's a boat movie. The boat movie. I hate movies. That's that one where the Gilbert Grape kid falls in love with a girl and the boat goes down. The boat movie. Falls in love with a nice lady. Or Timothy Hutton's hanging on the back of the thing and crying at Judd Hirsch. That's the boat movie. His brother fell over the boat. Buck couldn't hold on for you. You're stronger than Buck. I want to see the boat movie. That's the one where you have to go to. It's the sequel to the bus movie. The boat movie. I want to see the boat movie when they fight the shark. The boat movie where they die and don't wear no life jacket. And the shark eats them. The boat. They're a bigger boat movie. Sounds like I have Quint in my mouth. I got a fucking boat movie. Yeah, well, Leo DiCaprio falls in love with the girl. She throws the hat in the water. The boat movie. See that one.
They really are guessing like he's completely senile.
Well,
oh my God.
I'm going to start over because I really want you to appreciate this clip because there's such a confidence in his voice.
The one where James Bond takes the underwater boat. He steals the underwater boat and goes somewhere and takes something. Yeah, well, a kid and a lion go for a boat ride. Yeah. Erock went to that movie talking something totally different. Life of Pi, pretty short around Erock. Boat movie.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
The boat. He's just guessing.
That sounded like a doddering old fool man.
But the boat movie.
But the confidence.
Oh yeah.
And he has everyone's attention, and they're all playing along. He's feeling pretty good. Like,
Grandpa,
they're finally paying attention to me, and then he gets that fucked up.
This queer with his frosted tips.
Right.
Not looking at me. You look at me now, don't you, son?
The boat boy. Shelley Winters. That one, right? The boat turned upside down and the fat woman drowned. And Christopher Lee was living in it in part 2. The boat movie.
No, it's next week, Grandpa.
It's not even coming out this weekend.
I know. That's the beauty of it. We're starting over because the confidence is awesome. Everyone's playing along. He's got everyone's attention. And then, boom, no payoff again.
I got to tell you what. I'm going this weekend. Gravity? Nope. Runner? Nope.
What?
What?
I want to see the boat movie.
No, it's next week. That's not this week. No.
Not yet.
The 11th.
They were doing all the reviews in the paper.
Yeah.
Well, because it premiered at the New York Film
It's called
Festival.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
Don't look for a movie called The Boat Movie.
They're just openly mocking them.
Yeah. Don't look for a movie called The Boat Movie.
Now, last year we got a great fucking clip. I got a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my
I think
house.
we got one already.
We got a new one.
He's the boat movie.
I got a boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I like their reaction is basically shut up.
Yeah, shut up, you old fool.
And meanwhile,
there
they
is no boat movie.
stink too.
Yes, they do.
I think I've turned the corner. I think Todd is worse because his voice is such a fucking put on shit hack radio voice.
Yeah.
I can't even get. Scott's at least just fucking old and finished.
But I think I think he did it for survival, though, in a weird way.
Do you think it's like
terrible,
like one of those victims of abuse, like just start having an English accent?
Well, yeah.
Humphrey Bogart. You want to see the boat movie? With the
it's next.
boat movie. I think it works on LQ. It's about some fruit. The African Queen? boat movie. The boat. You guys got to see the boat movie? Boat movie.
It's just him mumbling into his soup.
That's great. You ever see the other one? There's like a lot of boat movies. Where was that one? There was just blew them up. Not the space movie. The boat movie. No, there was a lot of Hawaiians in it, and they blew up a bunch of boats. It was the blow up the boats movie. The boats down there is my favorite book.
What?
I want to see the boat movie.
We got a clip. That's a clip. We got a clip.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie. I feel like that's like
I want to see the boat movie.
Like he's in his wheelchair at the ticket office at the movie theater.
How many tickets, sir?
Yeah, the boat movie.
What is that?
The boat movie.
We don't have something called the boat movie.
The boat movie.
He's just ringing a bell.
I want to see the boat movie.
It's perfect, though. It's clean.
I want to see the
Set that on our machine immediately. It's clean.
He's like Tuco's uncle. He just keeps
hit the bell. Ding, 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 ding. The boat movie. You want to see the boat movie? Ding, ding.
What?
I want to see the boat movie.
Oh, is he doddering? Oh, that's great.
What?
I want to see the boat movie. Yeah, I want to see the boat movie. You know. What movie is that? The boat movie.
What?
I want to see the boat movie.
It's like he's just sitting there.
That is this year's I Got a Tree on My House.
It's like you got to deal with an older relative and you're finally like, what?
Yeah,
I want to see the boat movie.
Just keeps slamming his wheelchair into
I
your
want to see the boat movie.
Morty wants to see the boat movie.
Lee, after you're done with the Swiffer, let's go see the boat movie.
Yes, your father won't stop talking about the boat movie.
The boat movie.
We're not going to go to the movies. It's Thursday.
I want to see the boat movie.
Oh, you always want to see the boat movies.
What?
I want to see the boat movie.
Okay, but you just need to take your pills first.
Yeah, don't worry.
Just take your medication, and we'll show you the movie.
You mean Captain Phillips?
What?
I want to see the boat movie.
The boat movie.
That's right. I want to see the boat movie.
Who would describe it as the boat movie?
A dummy, an old dummy.
I want to see the boat movie.
Then Todd comes back in his normal voice. Hey, everybody. Just a little... Scott fell asleep in the studio.
Yeah.
Fake. He's worse to me.
What?
I want to see the boat movie.
Are there any more?
There's gotta be more. Well, how's the Facebook page going, first of all?
There's some really... phase 1 is complete because there's no public wall. But
Right.
Yeah.
But you can comment on the comments.
There's some nasty comments on their posts.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't.
This giant swastika.
They can't post pictures.
Oh
but
my
just
God!
Wow.
What happened there?
And then there's a giant post that's just over and over and over.
Wow.
Can you
is a
add
lot.
the I want to see the boat movie to the intro to Jocktober?
I don't see why not.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. Immediately. I want to see the boat movie. Oh, thank you for that one.
Oh.
We'll be using that one for a while.
Oh, I love it.
We used the tree one.
Wow.
I want to see the boat movie.
A boat movie. What a fucking old fool.
This is the worst of Opie and Anthony.
It's the best of Jocktober for the Opie and Anthony Show. My name is Erock, and we're looking back at the month that was Jocktober that Opie and Anthony do, I think, since 2008. We go around the globe and check out everything that FM radio has to offer, and we find the absolute worst, and then highlight it here for your enjoyment. We're going to take a little break from touring with Jocktober to check out a little supplemental piece that we have from Jocktober. This is something you may enjoy involving Fez from the Ron and Fez Show.
This is not an attack. This was not preconceived. I've been working on Jocktober for a month.
Oh, yeah.
I've been working since August on Jocktober. Yesterday, as I was finalizing today's Jocktober, I was listening to the Ron and Fez Show.
This happened.
And I thought, on any day, we would bring this to the attention of you guys.
Sure.
Right.
And you guys were getting tweets about it, so you were asking me, what's going on with Ron and Fez?
All of a sudden, Twitter blew up with talking about Fez and Ronnie and all the people from the Ron and Fez Show going off on this topic. It's crazy. I mean, it was
unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
No, that's not good either.
So, I guess during the Ron and Fez Show, they played a commercial for Chevrolet.
Yeah. So do you want to...
I'm a huge fan of Chevrolet.
By the way, this was not... This commercial was not broadcast on the radio.
No. Oh, really?
This was a commercial that Fez saw on TV.
Oh, and was offended.
And was so deeply offended that he had to come to the show and bring it up.
Right. That's good.
You like that?
I'm sure the audio's not making the rounds of the corporate office at Chevrolet. This is the reason why we continue to have cum products advertising with us. So that's all we could get. We used to have car companies, right?
Cars, beers.
See, we also do the commercial thing. We point out the silly commercials on TV, but his angle is so different than ours.
Right.
Like, I don't want to have fucking Cheerios with a dead Nana.
No.
I leave a box on the stoop for Lee and Marty.
But you guys have less of a problem with Cheerios and more of a problem with grandmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah. I think...
Marty, do you hear me, Marty?
With Time Warner Cable...
Yeah.
Hey, guys! Hey! I can't buy into the Time Warner thing because the acting is so bad by Bill Cower.
Yeah.
But his angle is very different. He doesn't like the word crazy in the Chevrolet commercial.
No. Do you want to see the...
Let's be the judge. We'll be the judge. Maybe we won't even do this Jocktober, bonus Jocktober, because we'll see the commercial and go, oh, okay, I agree.
Yeah,
Right.
Sam, why would you bring this to our attention?
Right. This could be a Jim Chandler situation where we realized the show wasn't bad. So here's the deal. Fez decided to talk yesterday, and
oh, boy.
He has a problem with a commercial that isn't even on our channel.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a
But then
television
again,
TV commercial, yeah.
We go after commercials ourselves, like I said. And it was this Chevrolet commercial that I swear to you, I don't think I've seen yet.
No, and I'm big on commercials and big on picking out things on commercials. I love commercials. I wouldn't even give this a second thought as being offensive.
Okay.
Although I got to see it, really. I'm speculating here. Let's see it.
All right.
The Chevy Cruze offers an EPA estimated 36 mpg highway. That's crazy. Crazy efficient. 10 standard airbags. And you get StabiliTrak with traction control. That is like crazy protection. This interior is insane. It is insane. I was going to say crazy again.
Visit your local Chevy dealer today. Right now, get this great lease on a 20...
Oh, my God. I'm so offended.
You are, right? He stopped a brilliant radio show for this?
Wait, did you notice how many times she used the word?
Yeah.
You did.
That was the joke, I guess.
Right.
I'm offended there wasn't one tart or spook in the whole commercial.
Yeah, that was the commercial.
That.
Yeah, he didn't like the way they used the word crazy. He said it was offensive to those people who are mentally ill.
They won't notice. They're crazy.
Crazy's been around my entire life.
Oh, boy.
And I've been called crazy. And,
does it hurt?
Not in the fucking least.
Oh.
Not in the fucking least.
You didn't find that commercial offensive?
Holy shit.
Well, apparently Fez did.
All right, so this is Fez or Shelby or...
Well, Ron and Shelby are talking about SNL.
So...
And then Fez brings up the commercial, and they watch it, and...
oh, boy.
And this is where Ron goes, like, what the fuck is going on?
Ron finally loses his mind.
I've been waiting for this day. Go ahead.
It's a bit or not, like you knew it was a bit, but the way he played it was he was like a man in the street that was doing these like awkward interviews.
Is that Fez?
That's Shelby.
That's little Shelby.
Wait, maybe they're reinventing Fez with the Shelby character, because that sounded sort of like Fez if you sped up his voice a little bit.
Well, I hate to pull the curtain back, but Shelby is also his own man.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Just motocross places or the beach.
Oh, I think I saw that, yeah.
Just poorly produced. You didn't know.
And there would be
autistic
long,
or what?
fucking uncomfortable silences.
Yeah, and he just tried to touch them or just mumble. It was crazy. But yeah, now he's on SNL.
Crazy.
Have you seen the commercial that keeps using the word?
Holy. Oh
there it is.
I would so be out of radio.
Oh, my God.
You couldn't put up with it?
No.
That is hilarious. So they said crazy.
And I have to stress no, because I put up with this shit most of my life, so no, I would not be able to put up with it on a radio show.
Yeah.
No, there's no fucking way.
Kind of reminded Fez of the commercial.
Right.
That he was
when
offended
that happens,
by.
You know, I see how the thinking works.
Ronnie said crazy.
I love when Fez comes in with something, like, you know, when that thought is starting.
Gangbusters.
Hey!
Yeah. Have you seen? Like, he jumped in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Crazy.
Have you seen the commercial that keeps using the word crazy? Played all day yesterday from Chevrolet. I can't believe nobody. I looked it up. I go, this Chevrolet can't possibly be using this commercial with nobody complaining about it. It's the.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's the two women in the commercial.
It's played during football?
Yeah, played during football. Played all yesterday. Well, I can play it for you here. It's on the iBang.
Where is it on the iBang? What's it under?
Corporate America. Not as everyone friendly as they think.
I don't know.
The Chevy Cruze offers an EPA estimated 36 mpg highway. That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
10 standard airbags. And you get StabiliTrak with traction control.
That's retarded.
That's like crazy protection. This interior is insane. It is insane. I was going to say crazy again.
See your Western New York Chevy dealers. Qualified list.
I'm totally missing it.
The way that they so glibly throw out the terms crazy and insane throughout this commercial, and no one has picked up on this, that how insulting that is to mental health care and mental health patients.
Oh, my God.
I had no idea that's where you were going with it.
Absolutely.
I did not even for a second.
You didn't pick up on it when you heard it? Just how it's just, we're getting beat over the head with it?
We don't sit around and say each other is crazy. We do it constantly. Everyone does it. When you disagree with someone, you say you are crazy.
But I think it's a different thing. I mean, people shouldn't throw the word around so loosely.
When did this happen? I thought we were worried about fag. Now we're worried about crazy?
Yes, we're worried about all of it.
The other C word? Worried about it.
Yeah, that's my point. No one has brought up how this commercial feels free to attack insane, mentally ill people.
you'd have to be crazy, seriously, to be offended by that fucking commercial. I had no idea where your head was on this one.
They just go over it. No,
we don't call each other crazy all the time, or we don't call each other's opinions crazy.
Yes, we do. But this
do you think being crazy is a good thing?
No.
I am crazy. And
I've been in a
That's what I'm
mental
saying.
institution.
I get that you don't. I get that you're like, hey, why pick on a race or a sexual thing because they're not crazy. But I think that we can agree that crazy
is
fucking not a good thing to be. And to point out things that are crazy makes sense for normal thinking people.
Normies.
Fucking Ron, he's brilliant.
Wow.
He feels that.
Wow.
He was blown away.
He was,
of course.
He was serious.
Yo, yeah.
Fez is serious with these things.
And that other voice that was going, oh my God, that, my friends,
and this
is Chris Pepper Hicks Stanley.
I know. This is close to our heart, though. You can't ban words in America.
I can't, like, how could you be on this channel of all places and advocate?
We're trying to fight the
for
good
the
fight
banning
over
of
here.
words.
Yeah. Every word is fair game.
It's the only place left where we could talk. This channel.
True. This channel. Can't even talk in public.
No.
Like we talk here.
Every word offends people.
Yeah.
Of course.
Almost every word.
Was
and the, maybe not. But every other word.
Old people don't like was.
No.
Well, why would you call them old people? That's offensive. Can't call people old.
Graying Americans.
You know what old means?
Arthritic Americans.
Did I come off as ageist there?
Yes.
You did.
Gives a fuck.
Shattered hippians. I don't know.
This is, and then I get the tweets from people that go, "Why are you even doing this? Don't you know Fez is a character? Fez is not a character.
He's not, dude.
And I know that tweet was real. Fez is not a character.
Like Mr. Amos uses characters. By the way, Paul Giamatti, great actor. Every time I see him, though, I just think pig vomit, pig virus, whatever. Like, I can't look at it. He's apparently in a new movie about the Kennedy assassination. He plays this brooder guy and stuff. And I saw the ad last night, and all I'm thinking is, Nahad. I saw him in fucking Saving Private Ryan. He was so good. He had not a big part in Saving Private Ryan, but he's fucking brilliant in it. And I'm just like, Nahad.
Even in Sideways, when they're going to wineries, I'm like, when does he teach the guy to say the call letter?
Basic. He's brilliant, but I will always see him as that guy. Yeah.
All right. How many more clips of this?
We have
nonsense.
6.
Does it get really good?
They went on for a little while.
Okay.
I mean, we can, throw in the towel or pick
No. Let's hear the second
a little
clip.
more.
And I'm all in so far.
I don't mean to offend athletes when I say throw in the towel. Anybody who's ever had to
throw in the towel
due to injury or otherwise, I apologize.
That's true.
So this is the next clip is Fez talking about corporate America being insensitive.
I think it's very insulting. And when the Burger King commercial came out...
Let me say it from the beginning.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to go into a Burger King, because I have no idea what that one is either. I don't know that this is a thing. All right, this is up on the iBang, and see, what is it as?
Corporate America, not as everyone friendly as they think.
I don't know what even that means.
Because corporate America is always saying, no, we're always making sure that we're taking care of the needs of our customers. We're sensitive to people.
This is really nuts.
And this is really insensitive.
Fuck sensitivity.
You're nuts, dude.
Thank you, Ron.
He called them fucking nuts. Bizarre, insane, paranoid.
Fuck sensitivity.
All right,
Holy shit.
First of all, I need to white out so I can get back to try to find out. Because if you played this for me a million times, I would say lazy, probably, dumb, doesn't really push the product, but insensitive or cruel, no.
Yeah. Ronnie's great. Ronnie, you're crazy.
Yeah.
You're insane.
You are nuts.
You are nuts. He lost it on this one.
And it's not, if Fez is a bit or a character, because his name is not Fez. That's the life he's chosen to live. The character in the bit
He's not a
him
character.
as a person. That's him.
It's him.
I don't even want an if in there. He's not a character.
What
okay?
goes on? I don't get to listen to the show as much as I would like because I'm home by the time it comes on. I have to waste an hour listening to some drivel between 10 and 11. And
You're talking about Wednesdays or every
what?
day except Wednesday?
Oh, Wednesday I like.
Damn it.
But does he talk about like his personal life, like what he does at night or off the show? Is there?
No, they'll ask him, have you sucked any dick? And he'll go,
Oh, Jesus.
He'll go, no.
But like there's a line between maybe catching a movie and sucking dick.
Right.
Like there's other things.
Well, he doesn't do stuff
in there.
They busted him yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I think he had said he wasn't going to watch the Buccaneers anymore.
Right.
Because of the Trayvon Martin thing.
Wait. What?
Right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? I believe they said because
what?
What's the law? What's the law in Florida that everybody
Stand your
hates?
ground?
Right. Because of the stand your ground thing.
He can't be a Tampa Bay
He said he
Buccaneers
wasn't
fan
gonna
anymore.
watch the Bucs anymore. And then they busted him because they got him to admit he was watching them on a laptop. And then he said it was because they're going to look at stand your ground. They're going to look at it again.
Holy mother of God!
You're joking, right?
No, dude.
If he's pulling a work, it's brilliant.
He's not.
If he's pulling a work,
I know.
it's a 7-year work.
It's a 7-year work. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Okay, this is. Fez he's surprised that there aren't more groups speaking up against this commercial.
Because they're too crazy to know that it's even going on.
And they're not even crazy enough to be offended by it.
Right.
Yes.
I don't get it. I don't get how you could be offended by that.
Well, first of all, I'm offended that Chevrolet would think it's okay to keep using those words over and over again.
We use those words over and over again on this show. You do too.
And I'm more offended by mental health groups not calling them out on this.
Dude,
Why are they letting this thing go by?
Your fucking eyes
Because they're too busy dealing with crazy people.
That point. This is you leaving Earth. It's done now.
I was shocked when I saw this yesterday, and I'm sure it played all day Saturday, too.
You're shocked because you think your toaster's trying to kill you. Oh, my God. That takes wacky to a whole new level.
Wacky. That's not a good word either.
Can't say wacky,
that
right?
Means
well,
that
it
means
harkens
crazy.
back to
to crazy.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be awkward in the halls today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Fez will probably blame me for this whole thing.
Will he?
He's done it before.
Whatever.
He's blamed you?
Oh, yeah.
Who else has taken the brunt of Fez's blame around here for things?
Like who's Fez been angry at on the show?
Yeah, Opie, right?
Yeah, but usually if Opie will say
why is he
something,
mad at me?
when Opie
At some
takes his
point.
shots at Fez,
Right.
Fez likes to act like I'm like,
Well, why is he mad at me?
because you take a lot of shots at him
No, I don't.
all the time.
Because
No.
you're the catalyst?
Yeah, Fez thinks that like I'm putting him up to it, when in reality it's because he doesn't want to fight with Opie. So
Oh, okay.
Look, he's offended, right?
Oh yeah.
But to this day, he's done the most offensive thing around here.
And what's that?
And trust me, I didn't even care when he did that.
What did he do?
He walked around here as Hitler. With a real Hitler mustache, not one you could go buy.
You're right, he did do that.
I don't think you could be more offensive than that.
Do you think that's
But
really
now-
offensive, though?
But now you fast forward a
say
few
yes.
years and he has a problem with the word crazy? It takes a crazy person to walk around as Hitler.
And then he walked through Times Square with a real Hitler mustache, wearing only a diaper. And
Well, that's just funny.
He pronounced himself as Baby Hitler.
Baby Hitler.
And he gelled his hair to the side.
Yeah, like Hitler.
But that's the subtleness of like over the top offensive and then funny.
Right.
Baby Hitler.
Baby Hitler's
not many
funny.
people are going to deny. That's funny.
However,
But coming in here as Hitler, completely dressed as Hitler,
you think some Jewish
in
people might
uniform
have
and
been-
everything.
yeah, didn't he bombard the show one day in uniform
Yes.
as Hitler?
Yes.
Do you think some Jewish people might be offended by that?
He did. I forgot.
Sam,
he showed up in uniform and bombarded the show as Hitler.
I referred to my Hitler video that I made back in the day on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio.
Oh, that's a classic.
You got some serious tweeting to do today.
I sure do.
Damn.
Because when it's talked about on the show, I got to tweet those videos out. I'm serious.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Aside,
that's like on the MeTV version of your YouTube. It's like all the classic shows.
Yeah. So you got...
oh, my God.
All right. This is the same guy that now has a problem with the word crazy.
She's here!
You did not come to work like that.
This is not work! This is a mission!
Fezzy has arrived from the Ron and Fez show dressed up exactly like Hitler if Hitler was really fat.
Casual Hitler.
Did you just say Hitler was really fat?
What?
Oh, my goodness.
What? That's a problem now.
I don't think so, but I think it's funny.
Okay.
Wow.
It's kind of, but he does have a brown shirt on and a nice tie.
He looks like Al Hitler.
And your hair is you got the Hitler hair, not only the mustache now.
Some people are just blessed with the good genes.
Oh, the genes.
Oh,
I see.
Herr Watley is here to invite you to a party.
Yeah, a party.
National Socialist Party.
He just did the Hitler
salute.
Yeah, he raised his arms.
Yeah, he did the Hitler salute. And the curtains aren't closed, so any Jew that passed by would...
He walked around the
No,
halls.
he walked around like that all day.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, I know of a guy that did some controversial things on our show, and I want him to look at this to see how it, stacks up. Troy Kwan needs to...
No. He's seen it. He knows. He doesn't feel one way or the other about it, to tell you the truth.
But he almost got fired for saying some outrageous things.
He doesn't even...
And Fez is now...
This ain't even on his radar.
You sure?
Yeah, he doesn't feel... He knows it happened. He doesn't feel one way or the other.
Oh,
we could do 20 minutes on
To
that.
tell you the truth, it'll just be boring. Don't even worry about it.
We could eat up a quarter hour.
No. It'll be boring. He doesn't have an opinion.
Let me hear more Fez as Hitler.
Oh, I was about to say.
And then we'll go back to what he did yesterday.
Do you want to hear Fez offended by the word crazy, or Fez dressed up and talking like Hitler?
He's out of his mind about the word crazy in a commercial. We just want to remind Fez that maybe he shouldn't take on these causes.
Well, but what was this, 10 years ago, or?
In all fairness, probably 2 years, maybe 3. 3 years, maybe.
At most.
Oh, yeah.
September 24th.
Yeah, the date? 9.
Oh.
24. 9.
Okay.
Oh, 4 years ago.
And South NYC.
Right around now.
Broadcast for the Ron and Fez show.
I will be attending, by the way.
We need you, Brother Kumia.
I will attend. I enjoy everything you do.
As we put the Reich back together.
What?
Brother Kumia, Brother Anthony, Brother Joe, Italy, Germany.
Right, we were pals at one point.
As it should be.
As it should be. You're absolutely right.
Ted Hughes, you will be there?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I
Jim Norton, you are an uninvited guest to the party.
Oh.
A to the H was watching TV last night.
Yeah, A to the H.
Sam Robertstein, not invited.
Don't make him furious. Is this legal?
Can I point out that Ant's wearing the exact same shirt as
I'm dressed
as the
same
video
as I was 4 years ago.
It's just that the mustache is missing now.
Yes.
You went through the mustache stage.
Yes,
but you're wearing
did.
the exact same shirt.
I'm wearing the same little 5'11" army shirt. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm a fashion plate, you know.
Is there more to this video? I didn't.
It's probably the same stuff. We should maybe go back.
Fair enough. So.
Yeah.
There's Fez dressed up as Hitler for the day with the authentic Hitler mustache.
Now, while
But he has a problem with the word crazy in a car ad.
You remind Fez that he once dressed up as Hitler and came in here and spoke like Hitler. In this clip, Ron reminds Fez of a commercial that was very famous for a very long time.
Oh, really? Okay, and I do want to say again, I don't give a fuck if he walks around here as Hitler. Of
course not.
That's my point. But the guy that does that probably should have more of an open mind about the word crazy in a commercial.
I think, like, if they would have showed people that they came up and they're, like, wearing, like, robes and they're spitting and drooling down their face, and then they said, you can't buy this car. You're crazy. You don't belong here. You're a crazy person and should be taken out of society. I might be able to say, well, I can see why that would offend some people. But saying a deal is so good that it's crazy and insane, we've done that forever. Remember the guy that used to sell the fucking...
Crazy Eddie?
Yeah, my price is so low, it's insane. We're going crazy.
I gotta go get those deals.
Yeah, and you're like, those fucking speakers, $8 for speakers that will last through one song? I gotta get those.
Crazy Eddie, that's true.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Crazy Eddie.
Made a living off the word crazy.
Yeah.
And then Ron starts reminding Fez of songs that have the word crazy in the title.
Right.
And Fez says something that invalidates some of his arguments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why, because he likes one of the crazy songs?
No, it's phrasing.
Okay.
It doesn't really make sense to what he's saying.
All right.
Alrighty.
Now, when the Burger King...
Do you know how many fucking songs are called crazy? Willie Nelson had a big song by that. CeeLo had a big song like that. Seal had a big song like that. Beyonce had Crazy in Love. You're fucking nuts, dude. Seriously, your paranoia is frightening me right now.
Those are also those are artists. This is a corporation that's supposed to be...
Why do you care? It's supposed to be what? Selling cars.
That's supposed to be friendly to Americans of all kind.
No, you're not... Crazy is not a kind. It's not an ethnic group. It's something that can happen to some people, and then you get meds to get out of being crazy. You don't settle in and become happily crazy the way you have.
I'm proud to be crazy.
You're not a crazy American. As a crazy American...
No.
Our people have brought so much to this country.
Fez needs help.
Oh, my God.
I don't want my daughter bringing home one of those crazy people. If they did the same commercial, and I don't like to use this word, but inserted the word...
Don't say the N-word.
No, I'm not. I'm not. If they put in, this interior, it's retarded, people would be going insane.
You know what?
And I don't like to use that word.
I thought of it, and yet you did.
God.
It just
He
rolled
just
off your
said
tongue
insane.
Like
Right, he had no problem.
Said insane.
Go insane.
He just said it.
And he said that people go insane.
That doesn't make any sense.
See how easy and natural it is to just use that word as the... Oh, boy.
And you should be able to say this interior is retarded. Because we all know what that means, too.
That's retarded.
Retarded meaning in a really good way.
Oh, it's retarded.
We use that word in a good way growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's retarded, man.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody's insane,
Yeah.
they need to be locked up.
Right.
Because they can't function in a society.
They're insane.
Now, is that me saying I am anti-insane American?
You are.
And, Fez proving on our point here, we don't want any words fucking banned.
None.
Not a one.
No.
And this is what we said with the nappy-headed hose and the N-word. We said when they get the N-word, they're going to go for the other word. And I think faggot was the second word. And then they got rid of midget, and they got rid of retard.
Jeez.
All those words now are taboo.
Yeah.
In most social circles. Certainly on in mainstream media.
Oh,
you can't say any of those words anymore.
None of them.
So now if we take fucking Fez's lead, then we add crazy to that list.
Yeah, do you know...
And then they don't stop there. That's the problem.
No, they keep going.
That's why you got to say no to all this shit.
When you start hanging out with somebody new, that's like the mark. You know that you're real friends because after you hang out like 5 times...
Yeah.
Then they can use the word retarded around you.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, okay, cool, we're there. We're
there.
cool now.
Yeah. But it's a different word for me when I hang out with new people. And when they use it, I'm like, nice, now I know we can hang out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we know what word we're
Huh?
What? We know your word.
Yes, guns.
How many more clips of this
one more clip.
craziness?
Well, we still got 30 seconds on this one.
Oh,
Craziness.
all right.
It's retarded. People would be going insane.
You know what?
And I don't like to use that word.
I thought of it,
Ugh,
and yet you didn't. It just rolled off your tongue like I've heard you say it a million times. If they would have said this would have really pissed people off.
Oops.
Cunty. My God, this is interior is as soft as a cunt. So get your cunt out to your local Chevy dealer. You're fucking nuts, dude. Seriously. You're not coming back. Wow.
He's right about the cunt thing.
He
People
is.
would be outraged.
Cunty.
I think that would be a cool commercial, though.
That would be.
I would buy a car if the interior was soft as a cunt.
It's an attention getter too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
That'd turn your head to the TV in a second if you heard that.
Yeah. Did he just say?
You'd be like,
he said it again.
What?
I know the auto industry is hurting a little bit too. You want to come back?
Come back
Get
strong.
that commercial out there this Sunday during football.
Detroit, I hope you're listening.
You'll have the whole world talking about your product.
Fuck rich Corinthian leather.
Right.
I want a cunty interior.
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
Soft as a
nice cunt.
Soft as a cunt. I was going to say teen cunt. Jesus. Let's see.
We have one more clip.
All right.
Okay.
And in this clip, Fez suggests what word they could have used instead of crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the joke of the commercial was they keep using the same word over and over again, you could have used anything. She could have just kept using the word awesome over again and could have gotten corrected on that.
Corrected how?
I was going to say, I said fantastic. I thought you were going to say awesome. It would have been the exact same
gosh.
joke of this dull commercial.
Didn't Toyota use awesome in their ads years ago? Awesome.
Probably.
We are driven.
It offended really cool people.
Yeah, I guess so.
You realize that there were no human beings that were mentally deficient or challenged in this at all, right?
Yes.
It was just two people saying that this deal is so good, it must be unreal, i.e. crazy. That's how we have said. These are crazy prices. Prices so low, you're going insane. You've never gotten furious about these commercials before.
See, I think that's the same excuse as saying that's so gay and saying, no, I didn't mean it in a homosexual way.
And I'm looking at you now, and your eyes are not fixating on me. They're rolling back and forth.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what they're doing with your meds, but the paranoia is gigantic now.
Holy shit.
And where are the mental health groups that stuck up, that went after Burger King in their commercial?
This is not even fun. He's insane because he doesn't even listen to what Ron is saying.
No, Ron.
He just keeps he's got the point. He's going to just over and over again say the exact same fucking thing.
Fez Watley come cruising. You look into his eyes, he doesn't even seem to be thinking. Till they roll over white.
This is so off the rails. I want to think it's just a silly bit.
It's not.
I know it's not.
You give him a counter argument, and instead of either countering that or saying, you know what, you're right, I didn't think of it that way.
No, he doesn't.
He goes back to the first thing.
No, he doesn't hear the other side
He
of
doesn't.
arguments. I'm insulted because the commercial just is. Who gives a fuck? They should be able to do better than that.
You wouldn't even think of that commercial.
Or it'd be fun if the twist was, they say crazy a lot, and then, the last shot is a fucking lunatic in the back seat.
In a straight jacket.
That would be funny.
Well,
I would laugh my ass off at that.
That'd be good.
Like, look what they just did.
You watch football on Sunday, right?
I actually watched the Red Zone now, if you need to know.
But they probably aired that commercial. You probably saw it.
I didn't see it. I have not seen that commercial.
Maybe you saw it and it just didn't register.
And they're saying Western New York, so it must have been during the Bills game.
But that commercial was so nothing that I'm sure everybody saw it.
I guess.
You just forgot.
You wouldn't give it a second thought
Of
because
course
it's
not.
so nothing.
Didn't realize you even saw it.
Right.
And I'm affected by crazy in my own life. I don't give a fuck.
Didn't register.
No.
Any more of that?
I give a fuck that a crazy person could easily push me into an oncoming fucking subway train.
That's true.
That's what I give a fuck about.
Yeah, I don't like crazy people with bricks in their hands.
Right.
Now you're just saying that against crazy Americans.
We had some dude with a pipe, yesterday, right? Where was that?
Yeah.
You tweeted about it.
It was
Brooklyn?
in Brooklyn. Some guy decided to just beat someone with a pipe.
That's crazy. I'm more worried about that type of crazy. Actual craziness.
Real crazy.
Affecting, my life, which it has.
That motorcycle gang?
Yeah.
They drove that guy in the Range Rover crazy.
Oh, that guy was
He
crazy.
drove over them.
Sure.
It's crazy.
Let's get past this, because I'm just annoyed. What's left with this?
We just got to finish this clip.
All right.
And where are the mental health groups that went after Burger King in their commercial, but not this one?
You pause while I talk, but you don't even respond to me.
Wow.
It's like I'm not even here.
See?
I'm just I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to fucking do anymore. Phil, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I was going to say the crazy thing is how that was shoehorned into a mid-SNL conversation.
Yeah, what started this bit? Did you say something was crazy? Did I say something was crazy?
You said something was crazy, and that made it go off in my head.
Well, why aren't you furious with me then? Why don't you ever stop me and say what you just said is offensive? I'm sorry. That's what I mean you respond to me.
I said we shouldn't use those words.
I'm going to use it all the time. I'm going to fucking use it more than ever. I want you to talk to your shrink and come back. They're fucking filling you with some kind of pills that are making you nuttier rather than less nuts. Crazy is not a good place to be.
No, and that's what I'm saying about this commercial.
I'm telling you, forget the commercial. I'm telling you, you're on the edge somehow. This is insane talk.
Wow. Wow, Ronnie really digging in.
The lack of acknowledgement that Ronnie's even trying to, educate him or make a point is what's really crazy about the situation.
Crazy.
That's craziness. Whew. When you don't listen to the other side.
At all.
You don't have to agree, but at least acknowledge you just heard the guy
the guy's
talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not explaining. He goes, what makes this different than this? And there's just no acknowledgement that question was posed.
No, then
just
it just
moving forward.
reiterates the opening salvo.
And Jocktober is off and running.
Wow. That was bonus Jocktober from the Ron and Fez show.
And this would have been brought to the show regardless of what month it was, because this happened yesterday, and Travis and me are sitting in the office going like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
Has Ronnie ever gotten that adamant about
it's
Fez
rare.
Being...
If that conversation happened on any radio show, especially on this platform, especially on this channel.
Right.
Yeah.
We'd have grabbed it.
This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the best of Jocktober. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, and my name is Erock. We're continuing our journey across this great nation of ours to check out the absolute worst that terrestrial radio has to offer. And we are heading up... Oh, boy. We're going to Rochester, New York, which means it's the B Morning Coffee Club. Opie always tells us that his old pal, radio legend, Brother Wheeze, gives him a lot of shit for picking on Terry Clifford, who's apparently a nice, sweet lady. Well, if he's giving Opie shit for picking on this show, he's probably going to give him shit again for replaying this show. It's the B Morning Coffee Club for your enjoyment.
Well, Sam handed the disc, and he said, do not turn it over.
Don't turn it over yet. I want you to do the thing where you ask, like, where are we going, blah, 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 and then you can turn it over.
We did that part already.
No, but I didn't tell you where we were going.
Okay, where are we going? Where are we going?
Turn it over.
Rochester, New York.
Oh, good.
I think
I'll be there next week.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Are we revisiting?
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
I think you have perfect timing on this one because I think my pal's on vacation.
Okay, good.
I think, if I read his tweet correctly the other day, I think he's away this week. I'm hoping.
It's the middle of the
Brother
month.
Wheeze hates that we do this. I have to just stress that because he has to live in Rochester. He's the big fish in Rochester, and he hates that we go after. It's Terry Clifford Day.
It's the middle of the month. We
yeah.
missed a day. I figure why not?
Oh no,
Terry Clifford
at the B Morning Coffee Club.
B Morning Coffee Club.
She's a nice lady.
Terry Clifford.
Oh God. Who is she with?
Wheeze says she's a nice lady.
That's great.
Terry Clifford is the star in the main attraction, along with Steve, who's just kind of the anchor.
Steve Houseman?
Yes.
Yeah, he used to work with Weeze. He's not a bad guy, by the way.
Oh my God! Listen, this
A lot
is
of nice guys up
this
there.
is some fucking lineup for Jocktober. Some wind up. Hey, no, she's nice. Oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah, she's fighting cancer.
Weeze got to me last time I was up there. He's
No.
like, he kind of begged me. He goes, "Can you please?"
Bro, she's nice.
He's like, brah, there's so many shows you go after.
Is it true that Phase 1 is already?
I'm walking in now.
I think they're prepared for this.
They've been waiting for this day.
I think.
Well, somebody deactivated her personal Facebook.
Immediately.
Hold
It's like emergency procedures in place.
The show is mainly Terry Clifford and Jeremy, who's the younger, kind of outrageous
Look
guy.
out.
And it's sort of Terry Clifford trying to,
rein him in.
maybe a little.
Jeremy.
I don't think she's officially a hole, though.
You don't think so?
No.
Maybe we'll let Jocktober be the judge.
She fucking clogs them.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Nick in Tennessee. Nick.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, NASA actually just released a photo of one of their launches, and if you zoom in, like, where all the fucking flames and stuff are, you can actually see a little frog.
Oh, we didn't talk about this on the show.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah, I did see that.
That was
saw
pretty
that.
fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie, but you were talking about frogs, I figured.
Oh, okay. There's something going on with the frog and gravity. I'm not going to let that one go. Thank you, Nick. Because they chose not to have a lot of fucking, people in this movie.
No.
And then they have a frog? The fuck? All right, we're going to Rochester's New Country. It's not new anymore.
I think the Facebook may be closed already.
Why?
Yeah, it's gone.
Wow.
Yeah, they phase.
All right, then we don't do it today.
Mission accomplished.
They must have just been ready.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I go to Rochester a couple times a year. It's a problem.
Oh boy.
Weeze is begging. He goes in the same circle as these people.
He gets squeezed out of the same circles by her.
He's begging.
Apparently someone's saying not true and puts up a link to the Facebook page for the B Morning Coffee Club.
All right, well, let's hear. Maybe there's some good stuff by
B
her.
Morning Coffee Club.
All right, maybe they've changed their tune since last year.
There's a Facebook for the B Morning Coffee Club.
B Morning Coffee Club.
Let's see. All right. Right now they're scrambling.
It's still that's cute.
Just scrambling.
Is that it, Sam?
He's checking. Sam is who is this?
Mm-hmm.
Who's out there? Look at the Kenny wannabe.
That's a young short version of Kenny out there. All right, are we doing this or what?
We found something.
Not only are we ignoring Weeze, you made sure it was all Terry Clifford clips.
Has to be.
She's the highlight of the show.
She's the best. Hey, it's there.
Okay, yes,
Oh, no. It's Jesus Falcone.
He died for your radio sins.
All right.
No.
Uncle Paul.
But their last post was from 2012, October.
So this will...
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I'll bet you they put that up as a...
These fucking guys. Holy shit.
What Siamese twin one double? Oh, that's hilarious. Look at little Jean Bonnet. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah.
They're actually putting photos of Terry Clifford.
That's hilarious. All right. It's a phone shoved up a guy's head.
Oh, that's just so much.
Oh, that's great.
All right, here we go. Today's
Okay.
Jocktober, Rochester's New Country, WBEE. The B Morning Coffee Club with Terry Clifford.
Uh-huh.
There's two other guys on there, too.
Oh.
Whatever.
One of those guys is Jeremy, and Jeremy cuts off Terry Clifford with a sweeper.
Uh-oh.
Do you think Terry will sound like a hole here?
Oh, I bet.
Rochester's New Country, 92.5.
Jeremy!
That's me.
Oh,
Jeremy.
That's me.
Oh. She,
How's she looking these days?
Terry Clifford. By the way,
she's very fat.
I believe, and this is just me, I think that this
is a dummy page, a fake page?
Is a fake page probably created by Jocktober people last year that is now getting Jocktobered again this year.
Oh, really?
Yep. I bet you, or it's a fucking diversionary page they leave up there.
But it says in parentheses, no bad language or inappropriate photographs, please. Which is not something you'd actually put. And there's, and then it says the first post from a year ago. Hope our fans start posting some nice messages soon. I think that the Jocktober folks started this page last year.
They're attacking
their own
page, their own shit.
They've become self-aware.
Yes. Wow.
How's Terry Clifford looking, you ask?
I can't tell if, I wouldn't be able to tell if her voice was sexy or not if you didn't know what she looked like.
Right.
Like, I'm listening, because a lot of female jocks, they portray themselves as sexy on the air. All you have to go by is the voice for the most part.
Sure.
Especially in the old days.
Sure.
You know? And I can't separate her image that she looks like fucking Chubsy Ubsy from the Little Rascals from the voice. To try to imagine, I'm going to really try next clip you play, to see if I would listen to this and be like, oh, she has a sexy voice.
Well, why don't we...
Oh, Jesus Christ. She honestly does look like Chubsy Ubsy. Oh.
She's a handsome woman.
Oh, Miss Crabtree, I have something heavy on my heart.
Weeze doesn't want us to do this?
No. I think I'm safe as long as I mention that on the show.
Of course.
Yeah.
I got some roots up there. I'm just waiting for the day I run into this monster.
So does she, and they fucking push the sidewalk up.
The gang talks about Happy Meals, adding books instead of toys. Oh, this should be a good clip.
That's nice.
McDonald's, they want to do that.
At least the kids in my family, oh my God, they're going to be so excited to hear that news.
Never mind. I think it's a great thing, and I think it's a long time coming. I can't believe they didn't do this a while ago.
Of course you do.
No.
If I'm a kid...
if I'm a kid...
First of all, I just tried to separate the voice from the image.
How'd it go?
She sounds fat. I mean, there's just something in there's just something in that resonance in the vocal.
You don't like her Muppet hairdo?
Mushroom hairdo she's got on.
It's fucking terrible. It's a Susan Waldman wig.
Oh my God! And then
why would you cut your bangs straight across like that?
And she's got like some kind of like a chip thing going on too. There's a certain chip aspect to her voice.
I kind of like her.
Do you?
You're a fan. I think she's kind of nice.
She's
a nice lady.
Hairdo, that sensible hairdo she has.
Today's Jocktober is WBEE, Rochester's New Country, featuring the great. I say the great Terry Clifford.
Yes, she is great.
At least the kids in my family, oh my God, they're going to be so excited to hear that news.
Never mind. I think it's a great thing, and I think it's a long time coming. I can't believe they didn't do this a while ago.
Of course you do. If I'm a kid, that's the whole bad deal with the Happy Meal is the toy.
I know.
I'm not going to finish my nuggets just so I can read. You know what I mean? It's like, you better eat your nuggets or you can't have the toy. You lose that leverage as a parent.
You do.
Bad move, McDonald's. Bad move.
Here's our weekly peek at what's new to rent, stream, or download.
Unbelievable.
What's unbelievable?
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. These things Jeremy says. Terry Clifford has never heard anything like this before.
She's a delightful woman.
Oh, Jesus.
She reminds me of my mother.
I bet.
She's very Rubenesque.
Rubenesque.
Delightful woman.
I bet her calves need some lotion.
Yes, they do. She probably has... My mother would get, like, dry, flaky calves and feet. Chippa, my psoriasis needs lotion.
That voice
pretty bad.
Is horrendous. And then you couple just that fucking Jabba the Hutt blah 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 that she gets in there. You put that with that fucking accent.
Anthony is fucking mean.
That Rochester accent on top of blah 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 blah.
So you're saying there's audible big fat jowls?
Yes, big fat jowls.
Sounds like she's got a fish caught in her pelican neck. Steve Hausman, though, I give credit there.
Yeah.
He knew it was a bull. And he wanted to move on shit.
Yes, he did.
And I think somewhere in there he was wishing that he was still on with Brother Weeze.
No problem with Steve Hausman.
No problem with Hausman. He wasn't going to play with that dumb story. He knew there was nothing there.
No.
Terry starts talking about flags hanging in the Rochester area. Jeremy gets her with a zinger.
Oh, I like a good zinger.
And with a picture of each of our, our lake and our falls and our river right next to it. They're very pretty. It's just the first one that caught my eye.
How would you know pretty?
Oh, gee.
Yeah. That's very mean-spirited.
Oh. That one, Wheeze, is going to have to talk to you about that little line.
Bro, you have to call her a pig, bro.
Oh, he gave me a fucking talking to. He never gives me a talking to.
They're very pretty. It's just the first one that caught my eye said City by the Bay, and I thought, what do we have this for? We buy it on sale from San Francisco or something?
I know you've only lived here about...
I don't like this too cool for the room guy either.
Everything.
I know it's all about Terry Clifford, but what about that guy?
Every word he says. It's just like... Yeah, I know you like flags.
Like he's trying way
Terry.
too hard to be, I'm too cool for this shit.
She's got a chipper thing going on, something like that.
She's marvelous.
What's
up, Terry?
What is this for? We buy it on sale from San Francisco or something?
I know you've only lived here about 30 years, but Irondequoit, there's a bay there.
I know Weisenheimer, but when somebody says City by the Bay,
See, you have to take any
San
punk.
Francisco.
Yeah.
But then, so anyway.
Weisenheimer. Look out.
This guy's good.
Weisenheimer.
Where's the zinger?
What year is this?
I thought Terry Clifford had the zinger there.
No, Weisenheimer's
You
good.
see, that's a zinger right
You missed,
there.
because she called him a Weisenheimer, and he mumbled, "Shut up, pig."
I missed that part, too.
Hey, Terry.
Hey,
Hey, Chipper.
What's up? Are they on Twitter?
Why would you ask?
Because I don't want. I think it's just mean-spirited. We should say at least something nice to them and say we're just kidding and having a good time.
Yeah.
Terry can't believe how far Jeremy has gone with one of his insults this time. This time Jeremy has gone too far.
Are you going to waste all that manpower and labor to hang them up and take them down in the same month when you could use that time to, I don't know, maybe pick up some trash around the same street you're hanging these flags on?
We all think we can do a better job. We all do.
Jab.
But I don't know.
It's always sexy.
I don't know. And I shouldn't complain because I did enjoy them, and I do enjoy them.
Alex White over here.
I'll debate that guy. If Lovely Warren won't do it, set it up. Call Channel 8. We'll get in there, and I'll square off against old giant glasses.
I don't. Oh, Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy.
God, that just sounds terrible.
I know. Can you believe Jeremy said that? He said he had big glasses.
Jeremy.
Oh, no.
Well, she's a nice lady,
You know how much she'd hate me if I called her retard wig on the air? Fucking Lego person hair.
Jim.
Oh, now, Jim, that's not funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Moose in a cancer wig. She would really hate that.
Oh, we're just going to our jab.
You don't like that accent?
It's so unsexy. That Rochester. Oh, yeah. We're just going to, come in here and do a good jab. Jab.
Jeremy.
I think we're going to say jab all day now. All right, well, Terry is blown away by what Jeremy said to his grandmother.
A hurricane couldn't blow her away.
The only thing left, she might have got knocked into the ocean like the Ferris wheel.
This is a to be continued that we're finally continuing. This is from yesterday.
Terry Clifford.
We're still on Rochester's New Country WBEE, the Morning Coffee Club with the great Terry Clifford. Starting to feel a little guilt with this one.
Why?
I don't know, because I'm changing.
She sounds like Chip.
As I head toward menopause, I think I'm starting to change.
Hot flashes.
Change life.
Christ.
Emotional.
And this shit never used to bother me.
Do you need to take Compose? You remember Compose?
Some Boniva.
Boniva and Compose. There used to be a commercial for this drug. It was called Compose.
Keep stalling, man, because I'm not paying you right
for that. And
no, I'm liking this.
The commercials were this woman, and she's like just about freaking out.
Right.
She's like, oh, the daughter's getting married. I don't know what to wear. And then the husband has to come up and go, honey. And he kind of gently grabs her chin in his hand. He goes, take Compose and she'd take a pill and, like, be cool. Like, oh, everything's fine now. It's just... It's
a Valium.
It's an amazing, like, statement on what was going on back then. So, like, it wasn't geared toward men at all. Like, a man would never take compose. So it's like, compose yourself.
Why don't we find the commercial for tomorrow?
For tomorrow.
Yes, because we're trying to get the Erock thing over and done with.
Get your fucking shit together, bitch.
Erock gets paid within the hour. Wow. Before Piers Morgan.
Oh.
Yeah, but the Terry Clifford thing, I'm starting to feel a little...
Let's finish it up. We'll be gentle.
You know that hack bit where you got the devil on your shoulder and you got the fucking angel over here?
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm kind of seeing on my shoulder.
Why?
The devil's like, do it, you fucking piece of shit.
No.
And then the angel's like, you've changed.
I got two devils.
We will not be happy with you. I used to hate that bit. Every fucking cartoon did it.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we, Sam? What track?
I believe we were right around track 4.
Terry can't believe how far Jeremy has gone with one of his insults this time.
If you remember, Terry Clifford is the lovable lady, beautiful young lady.
What?
That is a
the
host.
lovable oaf.
She is an oaf.
Exactly.
She's oafish.
She's Del Griffith.
And Jeremy is the young, really just
too cool for the room.
Doesn't
guy.
care.
Hey man, I'm so cool. I'm on.
He's a bit of a wild man.
Country music station. That's how cool I am.
But he gets extreme.
Oh yeah,
he does get extreme.
With
Sam
his
Roberts.
point of view, with his insults, he's opinionated, and that's why people love him.
Oh Jesus.
Love to hate him is more like it. You know what I mean?
Oh now.
But he doesn't care.
Oh come on.
Are you going to waste all that manpower and labor to hang them up and take them down in the same month? When you could use that time to, I don't know, maybe pick up some trash around the same street you're hanging these flags on?
You know, we all think we can do a better job. We all do. But
this is the jab clip. Better jab.
You know, we all do our jab.
I said this to myself a few times.
A jab.
We all could do a better jab.
Her voice is anti-sexy.
It's terrible.
It's the opposite of sexy. It is the antimatter of sexy.
we can do a better job. We all do. But I don't know.
Oh.
And I shouldn't complain because I did enjoy them, and I do enjoy them.
Alex White over here.
Yeah.
I'll debate that guy. If Lovely Warren won't do it, set it up. Call Channel 8. We'll get in there, and I'll square off against old giant glasses.
I don't. Oh, Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy.
That's why people fucking hate women on the radio.
Oh, God, listen to that.
What? Who says that?
Right, because they'll allow the guy to keep going. I'd listen to that shit.
Oh, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
What did you hear Jeremy say? The guy had giant glasses.
That is a little over the top.
But then the yield sign, stop sign appears.
Well, maybe that's what she drinks gravy out of. Giant glasses.
It's not your jab to make fun of people.
Jab.
Your jab. Hey there. What's your jab?
Yeah.
Picking up skills.
You thought you were going to steal from me? I'm going to have a hot meal, and I'm going to find your wife, and I'm going to kill her, too. Sydney, have a fucking cream soda. Just don't make fun of my big glasses.
Well, Jeremy continues. Jeremy's just...
Oh, man.
This guy's out of control.
He's on the edge, man.
He's pushing it.
This young broadcaster that's full of young cum. Terry is blown away by what Jeremy said to his grandmother.
Oh, right.
Wait till you hear this.
I know.
We went over to Uno because she said something as soon as I was driving through Henrietta. So I went to the closest place. So I just took a right there, Marketplace. Oh, my God, it was so funny. She goes, she saw the sign for Marketplace Mall. She goes, Marketplace Mall, what's that? And I couldn't help it. I knew I should have not been a smart aleck. But I said, well, I don't know. I've lived here 10 years. I forget back home if they have these. But you know those places where, like, there'll be a whole bunch of retail stores?
Oh, my God.
Like in one big building?
You said that to your grandmother? Did she haul off?
No, she goes, okay, that was a dumb question. I'm sorry. and then she...
That is, you still feel it bad? That's fucking hideous.
But he bothers me too.
He stinks too.
Well, that story sucked.
Smart aleck.
And she's trying to pump it up with her stupid, you said that to your grandmother?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I could see if he said,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You said that?
Said that?
my grandmother said I was hungry, so I threatened to kick her in the womb. All right, that's where you go. You said that to your grandmother?
That's not your jab. It's not your jab.
Oh my gosh.
And the third guy on the show, Steve, is just sitting back like, I
Leave
can't
Steve
believe.
alone. He
Yeah, I
wants
know.
to be back with Brother Weeze, I guarantee it.
Well, that's obvious. He's sitting back going, I can't believe I'm stuck with these two fucking idiots.
Oh, man.
He doesn't say a word when all this stuff
Yo,
is
Steve,
going on.
love you, miss you.
Love you, miss you.
Love the houseman, radio veteran of Rochester.
Love you, miss you is the official cold call goodbye.
Oh.
That's not your jab.
Your jab.
Who said that to your grandmother? Your grandmother?
Jeremy talks more about his grandmother.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Terry Clifford has never heard anything like this before.
Oh,
You practicing being cool?
Yeah.
Just not caring?
Fuck.
So we get home, and the old lady doesn't do squat all night. I thought I was getting a home-cooked meal, not a back scratching.
Well, she traveled all day, for crying out loud. She was probably exhausted.
She had a 15-minute delay in Chicago.
In Chicago.
I had leftover Unos for dinner.
Oh, my God.
I didn't fly her up here to eat Unos.
Oh, Jeremy.
Nah, but it was awesome.
Oh, my fucking God.
Oh, God.
We all just pulled our eyes apart.
I know. Everyone kind of went,
What a monstrous hole.
wow. She's terrible.
David and the dentist going, is this real life?
Is this real life?
Oh, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
He's saying nothing outrageous.
Nothing.
Who knows? Oh, Jeremy.
Maybe she just really wants some Uno.
Yeah, maybe she's mad
Yeah,
that he
that's
didn't bring it
true.
in because he likes to bring in his crust and she eats it off the floor like a fucking farm animal during the break.
I love her delivery, though. With that.
Oh.
Jeremy.
Ramesh. Getting me very upset.
Your grandmother.
An hour and 15-minute delay in Chicago.
Chicago. Jeremy.
In this clip.
She sounds like Gollum if Gollum was a fat woman.
Exactly.
In this clip, Jeremy talks about his grandmother. And Terry thinks he's gone too far.
Of course.
I swear it's a different clip.
Steve, a hot air balloon ride? Totally worth the money.
That's why we want to do it. Julie and I would have a blast up there.
Hey, Newman, Bristol
Steve-O!
Mountain has the
That's you!
Scottish Highland Games on Sunday. Oh, that's where I'll go. Yeah, it's been long enough since my grandpa died. My grandmother could look at some guys in kilts.
I'm sure she'll love that.
Hey, she's still a woman, Bert.
Better than looking at your fat ass.
I hate the way every time she laughs like De Niro in Raging Bull. When he's going, oh no, she laughs like Tommy Cuomo going, "Fuck him up, fight him." Fuck him up, fight him. Like she can't believe what she just heard.
Yeah.
I stopped the clip just before the Terry Clifford.
Oh, good.
Just so you could really enjoy it here.
Right.
I'm sure she'll love that.
Hey, she's still a woman, Bird.
Oh, Jeremy.
It's your grandmother. Oh, my.
I'm uncomfortable for her in this conversation.
I'm just kidding, for God's sakes.
Funny.
Outrageous.
It's just, oh my God, it's nothingness.
And this guy probably goes home because he hangs out with Terry Clifford all day, really thinking that he is truly outrageous.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like, I
Wow.
said some crazy shit today.
Yeah.
One thing about, like, my grandma looking at guys in kilts, like, I can't
man.
even get into it.
I set her off.
Yeah.
Hey, look out.
Yeah,
Grandma, you don't want to hear about what happened today.
Yeah, her awful, her Joni in the later years of Happy Days wig almost fell off. Fucking fat permed idiot.
Oh, Terry Clifford.
She is about a fat piece of shit.
You feel guilty with that one, Oak?
Yeah. I like her delivery now. I'm all in.
Are ya?
Yeah, with that.
Oh, Jeremy.
You're, on the other hand, of the opinion that she's a fat piece of shit.
Just about a fat piece of fucking shit.
What's CMF doing right now? I'm getting reports. WCMF, a station I used to work at a long fucking time ago. Bill Louise used to work for forever.
Oh.
He has moved on from there as well. Is all about Jocktober right now. One of Terry Clifford's staff is threatening a CMF intern that sent Opie Radio a picture of Terry. Is that true?
Yeah, I think we're recording. I think they're trying to get our attention. Because he said that some intern took a photo, was listening to O&A while he was interning at this other Rochester station.
Shit.
And heard us making fun of Terry Clifford. So apparently he went out into the lobby and he either took a photo of a photo or he took a photo of Terry Clifford and tweeted it. I didn't see the tweet. I don't know
haven't
if you
seen
did.
the tweet.
But then they started saying that, like, and then Opie and Anthony started talking about the photo and da-da-da. So
Who's saying that?
What photo?
Whatever the morning show hosts are on this other channel.
Maybe they thought we were talking about that photo when we were talking about that other one that was up yesterday.
Maybe.
With her dumb fucking curly head Harpo Marx wig. And
That's who it is. I want to just toot a fucking horn and then push her into a fucking ditch.
Are you saying her perm is a bit tight?
Oh,
a bit on the tight side.
Horrid perm. Yeah. We don't have a squeaky horn anymore. I need one of those. Honk. Yeah, the honky horn.
But we're recording that station, so
All
there's
right, we'll
anything
see what
worthwhile.
happens. But something's going on. There's that's it for Terry Clifford.
This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the best of Jocktober for the Opie and Anthony Show. Hi, my name is Erock, and we're continuing our journey around this country to find out what's going on in other cities on the radio dial, which turns out to be the exact same thing everywhere we go. We just left Rochester, now we're heading over to Boston. We're going to WBMX Mix 104 with the morning show, Carson and Kennedy.
Are we going to be just mad today, or will there be some jokes in here, hopefully?
I have confidence that
Will
you'll
there
be
be
able
opportunities for us?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good.
And,
well, Carson's wife calls in. She's the hot one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because he married up or something, way up?
Way up.
So he's got a hot wife. Well, the hot wife calls in to talk about the outrageous stuff he did while she was on vacation.
Man of the house. While the cat's away, the mice will play.
Wait, she went on a separate vacation.
Yeah, I guess with their kid or whatever. I don't know, with some dude.
Oh, and so while she's, like, away, I got it. Okay, this is some crazy shit.
My wife is asked to come on the show this morning, Kennedy.
Yes.
She is standing by. She put together a short list of all the stuff that I screwed up while her and Barrett were out of town for 3 weeks.
All right.
Boy. Good morning, babe.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, girl.
How are
I hate the wife calling the fucking
Wife's
show
on the
bit.
radio.
I fucking
Well, why don't we
hate
give it a chance? It may be good. No need to prejudge it.
Hey. If you go to their Facebook page, there's a picture of a house with some kind of white liquid on top of it. And then there's a picture of Bobo. And he's holding a sign that says, I got a pre on my house.
Here comes the pre.
And there's a schnoodle in the front yard.
Of course, a schnoodle.
I got a pre on my
There's the picture of, what's his name?
What do you mean, what's his name?
College
Jim Chandler.
Right, Jim Chandler.
My friend.
And the caption says, my best friend in college betrayed me. Sad face. Why is this all on their Facebook
We're
page?
almost friends again.
Crazy.
But why do they...
Oh, no.
Oh, and what's Craig Schinkel posting?
Oh, no.
It's October. How's it taste, motherfucker?
I don't know what. They have weird fans,
We
man.
didn't even give out the Facebook page. This is so strange.
We never do.
Happens.
There's a picture of Jim when he was overweight, wearing a small, very small women's T-shirt that has a picture of George Bush on it that says "Small penis, big war."
Oh, man.
You would fit in that shirt now.
I would look good. Craig Sheckle. Why would they listen to my name?
Oh, all right. Well, there's a picture of a turkey foot.
Wild turkey foot.
The Dennis Falcone army is here. We're here to fuck you up. That would explain it. Dennis Falcone's army is his.
So Dennis is secretly giving out the Facebook page to everybody, I guess?
It's little Beavis.
I guess so.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, this hobo again. Well, I'd like to hear a little of this.
Okay.
Let's give it a
this
chance.
program.
The hot wife, she's gone for 3 weeks, and this Carson guy, because he's a bit crazy, did some crazy shit.
Well, Carson's not crazy. It's
No, Carson's a little crazy because his wife's out of town. And
okay.
Carson's doing the outrageous stuff because he's single for a few weeks, right?
Hope she didn't give him a hall pass.
Look out. Look out.
All right.
Good morning, babe.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
Hi.
How was your vacation?
Oh,
No,
good.
how would he
We
not
had
know?
awesome time.
Huh?
Why would he not? He talked to her.
Because these radio assholes don't know how to just be regular people.
How was your vacation, hun?
Yeah, as soon as you turn a mic on, you forget how to talk normally.
He asked her how her vacation was when she got home.
Of
Yeah,
course.
you know
Why would
that
he
he's
wait
seen
until
her.
he was on the air to
Right,
ask
right.
her?
Don't talk about it, honey. Don't tell me about your vacation. Save it for the air.
How was your vacation? Actually,
Save it for the air.
Save it for the air.
Hi.
How was your vacation?
Good. Oh, it was good. We had an awesome time.
And I hate to keep stopping it, but
Awesome time.
but then the other people, shouldn't they jump in and go, what do you mean, how was her vacation?
Yeah.
You live with her. Why can't they have a real moment?
You should ask her last night.
Right.
Like to
You're
hear
wasting our airtime for her.
I'd love to hear some
Did you come home?
black gentleman in the background with some sexual suggestions. He's wondering who it is. Who's that there, honey?
Yo, who are you talking to?
She's going watching BET. No one.
Oh my God, that's just not right. That's just not right.
Just weirdness going on their Facebook page. I don't understand that at all.
It's crazy.
Scott Shannon as Stonehenge?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You gotta acknowledge that one every time.
Can I see it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bravo. Bravo.
I didn't see that one.
Wow, why would they allow this on their fucking Facebook?
I don't know. They must have had some kind of weird promotion.
Look, it's
Big rock head.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, it was good. We had an awesome time.
Did you come home to a house that was left similar to the way you left it when you went on vacation prior?
Actually, Carson had the house clean.
Oh, that's nice.
So it wasn't stuff at the house that was bad. It was.
all right, I gotta apologize. So he's not talking to his own wife at this point. It's the other dude, I think.
Yeah.
No, he's talking to his own wife.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why is he referring to himself in the third person? He said Carson had the...
Well, that's probably Salt.
That was
Salt jumped in.
Jumped in.
Oh, they all sound alike.
Well, yeah.
Salt, look, there's a little crazy in Salt's voice.
Because she said he had the apartment cleaned, and
Okay.
there was a throw rug that's missing, and the police were there with luminol.
Carson had the house clean.
Oh, that's nice.
So it wasn't stuff at the house
that was Salt.
that was bad. It was other stuff.
Oh, no, it's just other stuff. Our bedspread, our comforter.
Oh, my God.
Destroyed. It's
See?
destroyed.
I
Was
was
he an
trying.
angry sleeper?
No, the dog peed on the bed one night. He sleeps with us, and so I did what I thought was the right thing, and I put it in the.
Took it to the dry cleaner?
No,
sounds
I
like
put
me.
it in.
No, put it in our home washing machine.
Oh, yeah.
Home washing machine.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So it burned a hole in the comforter where it tried to spin, I guess, and it didn't
Yeah, you
spin.
better be glad that it didn't burn up our brand new washing machine. That would have been another one to add to the
This
list.
is fascinating radio.
But he's blaming it on the dog?
Yeah. The dog peed. In other words, he got a squirter to come over the house.
Right.
She fucking blasted him
Yep.
all over the comforter.
Just a quick
What am I
update.
going to do? Oh.
It's it's the hooker story we do.
I'm gonna lose my wife. I'm gonna lose my wife. Oh, I can't. She's spraying like a fucking sprinkler, like a golf course sprinkler. Yes. Oh.
Their fingers in the fucking box.
And the boss.
You ever see it squirted when they put like 4 fingers in? Huh?
They go, and then they pull it out real fast and go.
Yeah.
I was watching some squirting videos recently. I'm not even turned on by it. It's just an amazing fucking thing to watch.
Do you ever have it done on you? That's kind of sexy.
No.
It feels warm. I've had it in my mouth a few times. It's
Oh,
not gross.
my
No.
God.
It's like a girl coming. It's fucking hot.
But it wasn't. It wasn't a girl, and it was coming out of a penis, and it was.
Yeah. Fucking all right, Tim. Technical.
I have a quick update.
Yes.
If you don't mind.
Sure.
Phase 1 complete.
Whoa!
What does that mean again?
Basically, what it means is something happens to these shows' Facebook pages, and Mix 104.1 has closed the public wall on their Facebook page.
Yet, you can still comment
Ironically
on their
enough, yeah.
posts, the previous posts that are already up there.
Which people are doing.
Of course
I hope
they
they're
are.
saying supportive things.
Yeah, they should.
They really should have.
Well, one is a picture of feces that's drawn to look like a snake, and it says King Poopra. It doesn't even make any sense whatsoever.
Those are the best ones, though.
King Poopra.
See?
Oh, that's good, yeah.
It's poop.
Yes, it is.
It's Jocktober. Boston's best variety, Mix 104.1, is being featured. The Carson and Kennedy Show. And a caller with the last name of Connors calls in.
Oh.
You want to guess what they did with that?
Sarah or Jimmy?
Connors or
Peterson?
Connor?
Connors.
Well, I would think they probably did a Sarah Connor joke, yeah.
Okay, and we just love that your last name is Connors, by the way. We just,
I know, it's like the Terminator.
I know, we're childish, but we giggle every time we hear your name.
Connors.
That's all right. I get it every day.
Do you really?
Come with me if you
So
want to.
original. Right.
Can you do a
Everyone
good?
thinks they're the first person.
I know.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they think they're funnier than the one who came before them, right?
Nicknames are the best.
Right.
Connor. It's still so silly.
But it's Sarah Connor. It's not Connors.
Oh, that's just a technicality.
But that's like the name.
No, it's just a technicality.
Oh, God.
Just semantics. Come on.
Anime Sam getting fucked in the ass.
Quick little update.
Not animation.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, there's weird stuff going on the show's Facebook page. I was looking at the station Facebook page.
Oh.
And there's just weird things being posted on the wall.
Oh, wow.
Of their Facebook page. A lot of gay references.
Yeah. Oh, there's more interracial.
There's a Dennis Falcone poster.
Yes.
Jock strap shoved into an asshole.
It does look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird stuff going on. Oh, this one. It's Sarah Connor, not Connors, you fucking piece of shit. I guess this fan was listening to the same break as us.
Must have been.
Yeah.
Must have
Well,
been.
really quick on that one.
Animals would say that.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if that's an accurate
Oh, my God.
caption of that. Let me just,
some very racist things.
There's a picture of the Jonas Brothers, but
Yeah.
one of their fans has captioned it AIDS with tons of eyes.
Wow.
Oh, see, that's not nice at all.
Guys, good news. Salt from the Carson and Kennedy
All
Show.
right, he's going to step it up.
Goes out on the street to offer Freedom Trail tours while the government is shut down.
All right, his own version, I hope.
And Saul was a little sad to hear the news about so many things being shut down in Boston yesterday.
I was. Boston is such a great city, and such a great city for history and tourism. And Faneuil Hall.
We invented America.
I know. It's got so many great things that you can do out there, and it was a beautiful day yesterday.
Gorgeous.
So I felt bad for all these out-of-towners that were down there, and they couldn't go on the Freedom Trail. I mean, they could go on it, but they weren't going to get the guided tour because it's technically a national park.
Right.
So I offered up my services as a scab tour guide. Now, have you heard about the Freedom Trail before?
Yes.
Do you want to do it with me? I've lived in Boston for over a year and a half now. I think I could give a great tour.
Absolutely.
Quick question, though, before we get started on this. Where does the Freedom Trail start?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. So the Freedom Trail, completely shut down for you today.
Just a little fun. Just a little fun.
Very.
Why would he say the N-word there?
Why would he call that lady that, right?
That's terrible.
That's tasteless.
So the Freedom Trail, completely shut down for you today.
Well, no, we're being self-guided instead of tour-guided.
Would you like me to take you on the tour?
No, that's okay. We're entertaining.
You don't think I know what the Freedom Trail is?
No, I think you're fine. Yeah, you're good.
No, the Freedom Trail. That was the one based on the movie with Mel Gibson with the blue face where he yelled freedom at the end, right?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. It's not the same Freedom Trail.
Would you like to take that tour, though?
That would be a good tour.
Wow.
Yeah. Pluralized.
He just kept saying it. That would be a good tour.
You know, we're a bunch of idiots. This is where BCN used to be, right? 104.1?
Oh, is it?
Maybe.
Holy fuck. This is what they did with that fucking legendary place. Right?
Some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, BCN was 104.1.
They moved BCN,
which we obviously worked for a while there.
And Toucher and Rich were on there.
Oh, my God.
They moved them to Sports Talk, and this is the horseshit they replaced BCN with?
That's it.
Regular radio is just utter fucking garbage.
I hear Phase 2 has been shaved.
Phase 1 is complete on the Carson and Kennedy Facebook page as well.
I want to say sorry to Oedipus. I feel bad for him.
Oh, my goodness.
He has to fucking live with this shit.
He's still consulting or no?
I doubt it. Why would he? He had to see BCN go away and they replace it with Mix 104.1.
And this drivel.
Boston's best variety?
At least it does have a little more variety than BCN did.
Yeah.
No. I'd like to hear more.
More
like it.
Well,
some labs.
Good stuff.
Well, more of Salt. He's out there.
All right.
Trying to give tours.
Would you guys be interested in taking one of those if I was your guided tour?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
First question, though, where does it start?
It doesn't start right here?
I don't know where it starts.
Well, you're the
tour guide.
Tour guide.
Yeah.
I fucking hate when people play along with the bit. That's when I always moved on.
The tour guide. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you say you know.
That's when I always move on and try to find somebody else.
Of course.
The people that play along.
There's a lot of comments on their photos.
Yeah. No, it'll be a fun tour. I didn't say it'll be factual.
Our daughter actually lives in D.C. In fact, she's a lobbyist there. And she called us last night and said, you're going to be bummed.
Your non-essential daughter?
No, she's very essential. She works for a private organization, so she's not with the government. Yeah.
She's against the government.
Well, no, she's actually for the government.
If you're not with him, you're against him, right?
You're a jerk.
You're a jerk. You're such an ambassador to the city.
I
Salt.
really am.
That's Salt taking it out on the streets. You would come back with that, right, and go, so what'd you get out there? Nah, I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Nah, it just didn't, nothing was happening.
Now that...
Just because you hear voices doesn't mean you put it on the radio.
Right. Just because someone stopped and spoke to you doesn't mean you should put it on the air.
You're giving Salt a lot of credit.
Oh, yeah?
You're assuming that he actually did go to the locations that he claimed he was at.
Oh, that's true.
And he didn't just go and talk to a
I bet he
sales
did,
guy.
though. I bet he went out there. No, I bet he went out there and...
he's a wild guy.
That audio is awful enough to be believable.
Yeah, he tried to mix it up with some of the people.
This is so weird. You do learn things. There's a photo of the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
And then one of the comments is Dennis Falcone has a huge cock.
Oh, wow. Why would that?
I don't know.
It's a lot of chip comments.
Yeah.
Well, you want to... Let's just stop.
I want to hear some more.
Why do you want to stop?
Because I don't want to hear the wicked wake up.
I want to hear wicked wake
Part
up.
of Jocktober is hearing the marquee bits.
Time for a wicked wake up.
Right. Which is what?
Well, you say wicked a lot if you're not from the area, so people think you're from the area.
Right.
So you tag everything with the word wicked, and then you hope the fucking locals will embrace you.
Weird comment from Craig Shingle.
Bostonians don't embrace you right away. I remember that, too. It took some time, but when they finally embrace you, they don't fucking let go, obviously. Leave us alone!
What did Craig I didn't say that. That's not me. That's
Craig
not me.
Schinkel commented on this photo of the Jonas Brothers. It just says Opie hates Jim Chandler.
I don't hate Jim Chandler.
Oh.
That's not me. That's the made up Craig Schinkel. It's not me.
The wicked wake up is about to happen, and it should be noted once again that prank calls are illegal on regular radio, especially. I believe here as well at this point, satellite radio. So what you're about to hear is a fake fucking phone call.
Wouldn't it be great if he did something original, though, like the way he woke his wife up? Was he put an M80 in her panties? Yeah. That was just mean and not funny.
Long-winded. Hi, can I speak with Albert?
Yeah, speaking.
This is Howard Treaty. I am with Howard's Haunting Halloween Headliners. We supply Halloween headliners for local corn mazes and local haunted houses. We're having an issue with one of our performers, and he's claiming that you assaulted him the Tuesday before last at a haunted house in Abington.
That's ridiculous. Okay. Well,
Albert, there's nothing ridiculous about this. Were you intoxicated when you went to said haunted house?
I might have had a couple of beers, but I hardly think that deems me to be intoxicated.
They all sound the same with their acting.
The bad acting, the cuts.
Right.
Oh, God.
Beers, but I hardly think that deems me to be intoxicated.
Okay, so you would say that you probably shouldn't punch somebody right in the face when they jump out at you, would you, Albert?
No, yeah, of course you shouldn't.
Because you know it's going to happen.
Well, you don't know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, so when Chainsaw Killer number 3 comes out at you, why did you punch him square in the noggin?
I did not know. Okay, all right. I know who you're talking about. I didn't punch anyone in the face.
There were 2 other chainsaw guys there ahead of him. You knew it was coming, son.
Okay, listen, this guy, he came at me, and he got a little bit too much in my area, and I pushed back.
Oh.
Christ.
I pushed back. He grabbed my hips.
We're in the mad stage.
I know. Now we're just angry.
I got some news that just came in on Twitter. We would have to verify it, but I believe it. In 2009, we Jocktobered this very show.
Wow,
really?
Did you hear me in the beginning? I said this sounded familiar. I feel like I know the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So they're very familiar with what's going on. But they haven't improved.
What show were they on then?
I think it was the same show.
I feel like they came from Rochester.
Good mix.
Rochester, I believe.
But they haven't improved whatsoever.
No. Because we don't know.
You'd think after
the great thing about Jocktober, we forget about the fucking show the next day.
100%.
Very forgettable.
Except for my poor pal, Jim Chandler.
I don't know why you hate him. He seems like a good guy.
That was Jocktober's finest moment.
We're almost there. We're almost back to being friends.
Yeah.
And I pushed back.
Oh.
I placed my hands on him. It was more of a, hey, you stay away from me, and then I
I see what you're doing. You're trying to act tough for your lady there, huh? Oh, look at me. I can push a poor defenseless Halloween performer. Oh, I'm the big man. Oh, yeah, I'll protect you from a guy with a chainsaw with no chain in it.
Listen, I would if someone was coming.
Well, you did.
I certainly would protect her.
You did.
But he surprised me. He came out from behind the coffin, and I didn't, so I just kind of, hey, man, back off.
Wow, this is
That's fucking realistic.
He's really got him going, huh, Chip?
He's got this guy going good.
Oh, you like it, Chippa?
Fuck yeah, this guy's going.
He's going?
Yeah, he's got him.
He thinks he's in a lot of trouble, right?
Oh, God, he's pooping bricks.
Whoa, Chippa.
Just stop fucking doing the fake.
Just knock it off.
Just stop doing them. Find something else to do with that 10 minutes with your show.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know why I feel like I have to give advice to these people.
They don't take it, obviously. He hasn't taken it.
Because the industry's
collapsing.
collapsing.
Just trying to have fun with it. It's like it's annoying. It's like, look, it doesn't work anymore. You're not allowed to do it. So fucking figure out something else to do with that time.
It's annoying.
How hard is that?
Because it's not one show doing this.
No.
It's the industry
The
collapsing.
acting in this is so uncomfortable.
And they farm these actors out to radio show after radio show across this great country of ours.
Yeah, he pushed him back, though. This guy doesn't know what's going on.
Chip doesn't understand that it's fake.
No, following our conversation.
You want to push it back on? I want to hear what happened.
Well, it's the big reveal is what's going to happen here.
Wait till this guy finds out he's on the radio.
Oh, it's going to be great. Yeah. It's going to shit a bunch of bricks.
Oh, you didn't realize he was going to come out from behind a coffin? Come on.
No, I didn't know. I mean, I saw a chainsaw guy from behind a coffin. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. That's not.
It's a coffin in a room. There's either one or two things. He's either going to pop out from inside the coffin or from behind the coffin.
But I just sort of assumed that the coffin was going to be a distraction so that he would come from somewhere else.
So then why you push the guy? Huh? Why do you push him and punch him in the nose?
I didn't punch him in the nose. I gently placed my hands on him, and then I backed off. And
this is Carson from
it was a gentle shove.
The big reveal.
And
The reveal.
I would be happy to apologize.
Gotcha. Chainsaw Maniac number 3 does not want your money. He does not want your apology. He is now scared to work in haunted houses anymore because of people, brutes, I say, like you, that go after these poor defenseless Halloween performers whose only job is to go in there and scare you. And now you go in there assaulting people like this, the man will probably never work in the industry again.
He literally has a chainsaw, so I don't think we can call him defenseless.
That's right. Touche. Yeah. My name's Salt. I'm with Mix 104.1 with Carson and Kennedy. You're on the Wicked Wake Up Call.
You like his little laugh there?
Fuck yeah.
But, I'm Salt with Mix. Oh, but he's got to chuckle a little like, I got you. I got you.
He did.
Chippa loves it.
Fuck yeah. Phone scam.
Oh.
No, it's not over yet.
It's not over.
Stop the music.
That's the Jocktober close music. You can't play it.
And I want to.
It's also a phone scam.
No, I want to. You don't hear the guy yet. That was tricked.
Oh boy, I bet he's
I don't hear
speechless.
Salt.
Touche. Albert, how you doing this morning? My name's Salt. I'm with Mix 104.1 with Carson and Kennedy. You're on the Wicked Wake Up Call.
Okay.
Your girlfriend told us that you pushed a guy when you guys were in that haunted house.
Carson and Kennedy on Mix 104.1.
Of course. Because they even realized the acting was so bad, we could use maybe the laugh. Let me.
Wow, was that bad?
He got him.
You pushed a guy when you guys were in that haunted house.
Carson and Kennedy.
And it just stops. Carson and Kennedy.
No, not yet. I'm sorry, Boston.
That music gets me going.
Sorry.
I love a good crank call. Fucking guy got it. Oh, they got him good.
God.
He doesn't know what to do.
Well, time for a parody song. The staple of the morning show.
Yeah.
I love a good parody.
What are the elements of a good parody song? You got to do something that's a
topical.
Topical.
Is that an answer, Sam Roberts?
Topical subject.
Topical subject.
Fuck yeah. And pick
very recognizable song.
Pick a popular song.
Popular
as well.
Yeah.
Popular
right.
song.
And what if you can find a topical popular song with a topical?
Even better. Even better. You have to then sound like the singer. But you also have to mix it to where the music isn't overpowering the lyrics. So because it's only a funny song because you can hear what the words are. And of course, please keep the shoehorning to an absolute minimum.
Oh, I was hoping just topical.
No.
It's topical.
But the government shutdown?
Oh, no. Would it be a surprise?
All right. I'm psyched. All right.
What does the
What does the fox say?
So what do you think?
Now,
what do the socks say?
No!
Fuck yeah!
All right.
That's fucking brilliant.
Oh, no. Oh, this ought to be embarrassing. I love baseball.
Sox go boom, playoffs now. Valentine fired, fans cheering loud. Fenway Park, Big Papi. Play is back with Gomes and Napoli.
Is that a shoehorn?
He's shoehorning. Here's what it is.
Was that an example of a shoehorn?
He's shoehorning, and he can't sing very well.
No, he can't.
He's not very good.
When we were doing song parodies, and certainly you did most of the writing.
Oh, I love a good song parody.
We would sit there and just fucking rack our brains to try to find the right phrasing or words. Sometimes you gotta spend some time on it.
You toil over finding the right phrasing to put in so it fits.
You're like, I gotta
nicely.
knock a syllable out right here.
And look, occasionally you're gonna have to shoehorn. Even I understand that.
Right.
But for the most part,
there's a lot of shoehorning.
You shouldn't shoehorn like Todd from Scott and Todd. It's all shoehorning. That's creativity. There's none when you shoehorn the whole song.
Shoehorn.
He was shoehorning, yeah. And shoehorn.
Fenway Park, Big Papi. Play is back with Gomes and Napoli. pitching staff with leftist K's and our bats go pow, pow, pow. But there's one sound that we all know. What does the Sox say? Win, 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 win.
Sell everything. Sell everything. Lose all my money in a video game investment. Sell everything. What's the bloody Sox say?
Win, 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 win.
Win, 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 win. Oh, this is so bad.
You think they're hoping that everyone
it becomes the rally cry?
It? Right.
Yeah. They're going to play this at the stadium.
I know it. I just know it.
I hate a baseball song parody thing where they say the players' names.
It's fucking terrible.
It's so bad.
Right, that makes you go, hey, I like that.
Oh, hey, I know that
like
player.
That one.
And then
my favorite.
In their mind, this is how you doing.
This is definitely Boston's.
Don't fuck with how you doing.
How you doing was a very successful.
All right.
How you doing, Yankees?
Win, 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 win. What does the Sox say? Beer, 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 beer.
He's doing like that bad South Park voice.
Beer, beer, beer. What does the Sox say? Green, 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 monster. Green, 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 monster. Green, 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 roar. Green, 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 monster.
And then just like everything else they do, it just fades away.
Yeah. They got one
There's no
verse in
ending.
them. No.
There's literally not one laugh to be had in that song.
Not one? Do you think they take calls and like
that Sox song is hilarious. Could you play it? Could you play the What Does the Sox Say song?
Yeah, we'll get that right on for you. Thank you. Hey, it's a song that's sweeping the nation. The Red Sox nation.
One person has commented on one of their photos, farewell and adieu to your Facebook page.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, it's funny. That's a Jaws reference almost.
Yes, it is.
Farewell and adieu.
What did I do? What happened?
What does the pink sock say? Ouch, 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 ouch. Because you pulled their asshole out.
It hurts.
Ow.
It's just painful.
You would get the people that talking if you threw that in there.
Yes.
What's the pink sock say? Ouch, 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 ouch.
Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening. This is the worst of Opie and Anthony.
It's the best of Jocktober for the Opie and Anthony Show. My name is Erock, and we're going around this country and other countries to see what exactly is being offered as entertainment on the terrestrial radio dial. Now, we've been highlighting a lot of programs, some of them unique. Well, okay, none of them unique. A lot of them sound like other shows in other cities. And how do they do that? By having a prep service, one in particular called Prep Burger. And we get all that together and present it to you.
Jocktober, Tiny.
Yeah.
It's Bit Day.
Yeah, it's a special today. We have
it's called Bit Day.
We have some from Prep Burger, and then there's a few bits.
Oh, nice.
That I didn't feel like we needed to attack the entire show.
Right.
But just I wanted to pull some bits out of different shows.
Nice. Okay.
Very
so we're getting a
cool.
little smorgasbord.
That's right.
So the first one is definitely Prep Burger. And, of course, not only do they give you the material, they also give you the setup.
Ah.
So you, as the radio host, don't have to do fucking nothing.
I like it.
Just have to be a good reader.
Yeah. Set that shit up.
President Obama made a speech in the Rose Garden yesterday, Anthony, about the sorry state of the healthcare.gov website. Everyone's talking about it.
Oh, yeah, Opie, they sure are.
I had a little there, too.
I did, yeah.
We both had a little.
Yeah.
We went off script a little bit.
There's no reason for that.
We went off script just a little bit.
We shouldn't have lived, though. The Prep Burger knows what they're doing.
Just to pump it up a little bit.
It's like, would you take a teaspoon of sugar and put it in your Coke? No, you don't mess with the formula.
No.
He made a few more comments at the press conference this morning, and guess what?
We have them.
We do. We have the audio.
Look, I know the Obamacare website is a train wreck. I mean, I'm beginning to think whoever designed it had to be a Republican. But I have the best of the best working on the website to get it fixed. That includes Microsoft's Bill Gates. You may recall Microsoft recently put out Windows 8, and you know how well that went. I've also recruited Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, mainly so you can play Bubblewitch Saga while you're waiting for the website to download. And waiting. But we'll get that website up and running faster than you can say crash and burn. No more questions.
When is Obama going to speak?
Funny.
No, that was the Obama audio.
Oh, I thought it was the guy before Obama or something.
No, that was the
Barack Obama?
Yeah, did that not sound like it?
I thought it was someone else. No.
Maybe the worst Obama impression
Just because
it's terrible.
ever recorded.
Just because you could do maybe 1 or 2 words as Obama doesn't mean you could do an Obama impression.
Everything has to go up.
Right.
And you sound like Obama.
That's all
that's all he's doing.
Imagine being a radio show that relies on Prep Burger for bits,
Yeah.
and then you download that in the morning going, oh no, this is all I have.
That's all we have.
But a boy could dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to do some Prep Burger.
Oh, would that be nice? Not having to even worry about anything.
Be?
Just come in and download. You got your setups. You go to the hits.
Not have to burn my throat out going, look, ice cream is on my nose.
He's having a good time.
Oh, he loved it with his daughter. But I'm also a killer. Look, I killed you.
We didn't even know we were going to do the Arnold or the Billy Crystal Duty song.
Who knows?
So face to the rest of radio. There's been rumors, Ant, that Gwyneth Paltrow cheated on her husband. The Coldplay dude.
The Coldplay guy?
Yeah, I just called him the Coldplay dude. They say Coldplay frontman Chris Martin.
Chris Martin, right?
Well, we caught up with Gwyneth and Chris to talk about it.
Oh,
yeah, we did.
Hey, Gwyneth Paltrow. Chris Martin from Coldplay. I've been hearing a rumor that Gwyneth had an affair. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Chris is aware of it, and it was all a big misunderstanding. I thought he was Chris.
Whoa, who did you cheat on him with?
It was a chicken.
Huh?
But it was an easy mistake to make. Have you ever heard my husband sing? Go ahead, Chris, sing something.
Very well. Look at the sky. Look how it shines through you. What matters to me?
See what I mean?
Why is that singing chicken shaped like a human?
Holy fuck. This is not fun.
If Jim was here.
This is going great.
I have to stand in for Jim.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
It's realistic.
I don't understand the concept there.
Wow, what was that?
Chris Martin sounds like a chicken, I guess?
That's right.
But no one has ever thought that.
No one's ever.
There's not one person that has ever thought that.
Chris Martin
their comedy's based on nonsense.
He's actually told that he's a very good singer.
He's an amazing singer. Whether you like Coldplay or not, the guy knows how to fucking sing.
They apparently thought he sounded like a chicken.
And who would go up to him and say, hey, excuse me, Chris Martin from Coldplay?
Somebody that wanted to get his attention.
Get to the bottom of the chicken thing.
Like a TMZ guy or something.
Get to the bottom of the chicken thing.
Yes, the chicken thing.
Hot on everybody's mind.
Wow, this is bad.
Really bad.
Hey, if you want 24 to 48 hours of attention like the St. Louis Rams has had, just mention that you might be trying to hire Tim Tebow, and voila.
You didn't play the.
What did I do next?
What?
You're supposed to read that as if it was you saying it.
And then what happens?
Then you play the bit.
What bit?
There's a bit along with it?
There's a bit along with it.
I thought Obi was just talking. It was very natural.
Oh, thanks, Ed. I appreciate it.
Setup, though.
Yeah.
Tired of wasted advertising dollars on social media and conventional marketing? What you need is Tim Tebow, the proven name to drop to make your business pop. Just grab a headline-chasing reporter, which is all of them, tell them you're thinking of hiring Tim Tebow, and watch your name appear all over the news. Stop struggling today and christen your next promotion with Tim Tebow. In the world of media attention, he's the cherry on top, ready to be popped.
What did that mean?
I don't even know what that means. I didn't get that one at all.
Gay reference?
You think so?
Was they getting a little edgy there? Because I tapped out.
They might have.
Was there a little edge there?
I don't know. I was tapping myself.
Yeah, I don't
Do you understand why we hate all of radio?
Oh, God. People pay for these, by the way.
This is Prep Burger.
People
They do well.
pay.
They have a lot of radio stations that are signed up for their service, and these radio stations are playing these bits.
Yeah.
I was looking at the calendar. It's National Massage Therapy Awareness Week.
Whoa, massage therapy what?
National Massage Therapy Awareness Week.
Why do you have to be aware of? It's either National Massage Therapy Week.
It's either you ache or you don't. Who gives a fuck? You don't need an awareness.
Like, I'm aware of it.
But this is the bit you should do. We're kind of doing it on the fly, but you don't, like, do it as a real thing. You say how ridiculous it is to have National Massage Therapy Awareness Week.
Is there anyone that doesn't know that there is massage therapy?
Well, awareness is supposed to mean, like, look, let's bring this problem to light. Let's bring this cause to the forefront.
Yes, most people don't know this even exists. Let's educate people.
You can't go a block in New York City without seeing the word massage.
Yes.
Some people don't know. They just walk around with very tense shoulders.
Yes.
They don't know what to do.
And there's a cure for that. Thus, then, National Massage Therapy Awareness Week. And guess what? They have a spokesman.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Do we have audio of him?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. None at all.
All right.
No, we don't.
Well, that kind of brings it to a screeching halt, doesn't it?
That petered out.
Well,
I sure wish we had audio.
That would be nice. It was a good setup.
All right. What? This week is some
Come on, hold on.
Just an excuse to use their mediocre John Travolta impression.
I swear I thought that was Bill Clinton.
Really?
Yeah. I thought he was doing a Bill Clinton.
Well, I knew the answer. I should have went into this one cold. It's a mediocre John Travolta. This is what happens at
That's John Travolta?
This is what happens at the Prep Burger factory.
Yeah.
There's a guy, what voice does he do? A guy goes, hey, do John Travolta, and he does it, and it's like average, mediocre at best. So then they have to shoehorn it into some weird thing.
Yeah.
So then they look at the calendar, and I doubt there's even a National Massage Therapy Awareness Week, but they're like, oh shit, you do John Travolta.
Yeah.
And it's this National Massage Therapy Awareness Week.
You happy now, Annette? Now you're a cunt. I'm John Travolta.
Guy in California, David, says local radio station has played 2 of these bits just yesterday.
Oh, God.
Why the fuck are you listening to them, Dave?
Don't mess with my hair. I take a long time to work on my hair. And you mess with it, you touch my hair.
Why do you listen to them if they're playing these horrible Prep Burger bits?
I feel like it's the same reason why Ant follows Bette Midler on Twitter. Just annoy me.
Just to be annoyed.
Fair enough. All right, let's get to John Travolta.
All right. What? This week is Massage Therapy Awareness Week. Did you know that regular massage therapy is beneficial to live a healthy, active lifestyle? It is. Yeah. It does wonders to relieve stress that would otherwise make you feel blue. And as always, with every ending, don't forget the tip. Seriously, don't forget the tip.
We got it. Tip of your dick.
You do great work, you know that? I might have to put you on my staff.
Just like last time? Okay, Senor Travolta. I hope I can hold the weight.
Massage Therapy Awareness Week. It's explosive. What? Oh, my God.
I know.
I need a towel.
Oh.
Say what a few more times so they know you're doing Travolta.
Right.
Yeah.
John Travolta Clinton.
Right.
Hi. Get down from there.
And there are dozens of radio stations across the country. They just play them every morning.
You didn't call me, Mr. President. You didn't call me. Oh, come down from there.
Yes. Oh, man. I was just thinking.
They're so bad.
I like where you're going, Oak.
Yeah.
Was this morning's drive a bummer?
Yeah, I gotta say, traffic.
Yep. Now what?
I gotta convey my story about the Midtown Tunnel. Do I do that?
No. We have a.
What do we do?
Oh.
You play the bid.
What bid? We just had a little thing there. I asked him how the morning thing was.
I was like, the Midtown Tunnel guy stopped me again today.
Not everything has to be an over-the-top 20-minute bid. I was just asking him a question. He said, yeah, it was a bummer today. All right, now what?
Looked at my Reggie and said, have a good day, all snotty. And I said, oh, thank you, sir, all snotty, and went on my way.
There you go. We did
Is that it?
No, we have some audio.
Thought Opie was setting me up.
Why does everything have to have audio? Why can't we just talk?
No, you're in that. What do they have microphones in their studios to talk into?
Why can't they just go, "Hey, how was your ride in today?" And then they have a little discussion about it. And then people out there go, "Oh, I can relate to that.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
I take that road too."
Yeah.
There's too much.
And I was in that same backup today.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I love going to work with these guys. They're just like me.
They're relatable.
Right.
Maybe I'll see him on the road.
Right.
Let me look around.
He's out here at the same time I am.
Yeah.
He stops at the same Dunkin' Donuts I do. He was just talking about it. Why can't they just do that?
Because sometimes you got to have a laugh. And when there's this much gold out there for a radio show to use, it'd be a crime not to.
I think it's too risky, too, to just talk on the mic. You might say something bad, offensive, or it might not be funny.
Well,
realize you're in no talent.
Yeah, that too.
Do they grow flowers with these things? How about you use the mic in front of you?
Use that mic. They'd rather hit a button and know for sure every word that's going to come out of that speaker.
Yeah, they don't want to wear them out.
Yeah.
Was this morning's drive a bummer?
Oh, no, it wasn't my fault. Some guy in a Plymouth totally cut me off.
It was the worst commuting.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Come on, man. Seriously.
Commuting. I'm commuting. You know what a shoehorn is? Because some people ask, what is shoehorning? You take the word exactly as it's phrased in the song,
right,
and say it that way in a conversation. Would people look at you like you're weird because you're mispronouncing a word? That's a shoehorn.
Oh, no, it wasn't my fault. Some guy in a Plymouth totally cut me off.
It was the worst commuting. Right there at rush hour time. Traffic backed up miles ahead. It was a bummer on the morning drive. Just like every day before. The stop been going on forever. Traffic's made me late again. And I show up at work whenever. I made my boss get so uptight.
He was so mad he even drooled a little. That's like super mad.
It was a bummer on the morning drive.
He is a madman.
So slow.
Now, if you get out of my way.
It was a bummer on the morning drive.
This has all the
Why it
features.
drives me nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of my way.
Now
go home and get your fucking shine box.
That's inhumane.
Well, it sucks. If I'm breaking your balls and you're right away you're getting fucking fish.
They had a few clips in there that were a little, should have bleeped maybe.
Yeah, that was weird, that last one especially.
It's so bad. That's the wacky morning drive traffic song parody with the clips. You know, the Simpsons clip is in there. It
just fills up space.
Yeah.
It's just there. Who's laughing at that?
Wow.
Oh, thank God they're playing this. Horrible. Well, now we move on to some bonuses. That's it for Prep Burger today.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's good stuff. It's good stuff.
We go to London, Ontario, Canada.
What?
103.1 Fresh FM. We're not doing their show.
Fresh.
We just got a couple of their horrendous bits.
Yeah.
Horrendous. Here's the first one.
Ryan's, my dog says, woof to you too.
All right, let's see what Stanley's saying today.
Late October, it's a time when the trees change color and doggy walks get much colder. It's the perfect time to break out my knitted doggy sweater. Other doggy parents may laugh at me, but it keeps me warm. I'm not as big as my other doggy companions. Also, the lady dogs love my sweater. They say it makes me look more sophisticated. If you have a small doggy, get them a winter jacket or sweater. It will make the wintertime much more comfortable and enjoyable. My name is Stanley. See you at the dog park.
Come on, Stanley, let's go.
Oh, what a silly doggy. I asked my dog where he put my Frisbee, and all he said was roof. It was on the roof.
On 103.1 Fresh FM.
I don't even know what that was.
I
don't know what that was. What?
Holy shit.
I felt like I was listening to 4 different bits at one time.
Yeah.
It's woof, my dog says.
It's a doggy translator.
It's like Siri. Like if a dog barked into Siri and then human.
Well, maybe they should
English
like set
came
it up
out.
better. It's not going to help the bit, but maybe they should set it up
And
better.
you know what else though?
Maybe they should just call it Siri for dogs or something. Like, I don't even know what that was.
That was also a little public service announcement.
Yeah.
For dogs. They were helping there with that one, telling you people, hey, you go put a little sweater on them out there in the winter.
Little fella's cold.
Oh.
It's interesting that you bring up public service announcements. Is the only thing.
Well, 103.1 Fresh FM in London, Ontario, Canada.
A little more enthusiasm.
Here's your Public Ryan announcement.
Public Ryan announcement. There's a guy named Ryan.
I assume.
Yep.
We figured that much out.
You did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He's going to do a Public Ryan announcement on idiot parkers.
Yeah.
Look at
Parkers.
this.
People who just park like total idiots.
Put on your I can relate to this hat, people.
Well, you got to be relatable to the audience.
Yeah.
First thing you learn.
You want the listeners to go, that's like me.
Yes, I've done that.
Yes.
I've been there.
And now, a Public Ryan announcement.
There's nothing worse than someone taking up 2 or more spots in a parking lot. I mean, just because you have a big truck or a really fancy car, does that give you the right to use multiple parking spaces?
No.
Because of that greedy person, you couldn't find a spot, and you were forced to park across the street and walk even further through the pouring rain. Great, now I'm all wet. Do us a favor. If you own a larger vehicle or a super fancy car, do one of these 2 things.
Right.
A, you park across the street and walk the extra couple hundred feet. Getting soaked in the pouring rain will be your punishment. Or B, simply leave your vehicle at home and call a cab. Write that down. There is no room in parking lots for space hoggers.
That was a PRA, Public Ryan announcement.
It's like a battery car.
Okay. I don't know how Scott snuck his way in
I
there.
know.
Oh my God.
That is so bad. First of all, if you got it's not the vehicle itself. Like if you drive a big vehicle.
Right, there's assholes that take up 2... Wow, now we're doing the bit again.
You see?
But there's assholes that take up 2 spots with their small car. So you don't even have the concept right.
No, it's not the big car.
It's not just big fucking cars.
I
And why
wheeled
would-
my Escalade into any parking space with nary a problem.
And this would be more of a show topic where you go back and forth.
Right.
Throw the ball around with the girls.
Exactly, with the chicks.
And then maybe get a couple jokes in, maybe not, but maybe
Uh-huh.
you certainly would get some relatable material out there.
But
And then you take phone calls. Well, when I see a guy that takes up 2 spots, I fucking
what do
key
you
their
do?
car.
You key
I
'em.
fucking spit on their car handle.
Sure.
Then you do those phone calls, and then you, if you're like not an edgy host, goes, well, that's crazy. That's outrageous.
Oh,
I would
man.
never do that. My
Yeah,
God.
So
But you don't
fresh-
make it into some lame ass who gives a fuck bit.
Right.
What?
Fresh 103 is not the station for you then.
Oh, God, no.
Oh.
The new Fresh 103, by the way.
Sorry to hear that.
What makes it new?
Exactly.
Tell me what makes your stupid station new.
That Ryan?
It already says fresh. You don't need new as well. Fresh means kind of new.
Ryan looks
So why would you say fresh and new?
Ryan looks diverse.
You think so?
Yeah.
Which one's Ryan?
Right there, in
Right
a little
here.
striped V-neck.
Oh, God. Sideways stripes. Oof, that's rough on everyone.
I'm just having a blog called What We Learned on the Show.
What we learned?
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sounds familiar.
Yep.
Whatever.
Wow, that was really bad.
They do a show with Bon Jovi. That's kind of cool, though.
I think Bon Jovi is one of the musical artists. I don't think that Rihanna, Bon Jovi, and Bruno Mars are the morning team.
See their pictures on the website.
Wait, Rihanna does the show with them?
They were throwing
Yeah.
the ball around, I thought.
Wow, that's kind of cool. They all throw the ball around. How do they get those guys on their fucking station on a daily basis?
The dog bit was actually Bruno Mars's idea.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. You know how we attack radio from all angles? This is one we've never touched on before. The radio stations that know that their personalities are so shitty that no one gives a fuck about them,
Right.
that they actually promote their station by showing huge artists, like these artists just kind of hang out at the station.
Yeah.
I think Z100 does it, doesn't it, Eric? And
They
also,
definitely do
it's like,
billboards.
instead of showing their jocks, it's like they show Katy Perry and fucking, I don't know, Lady Gaga.
Z100 is the one in New York that does it. because-
Look, like Miley Cyrus is on the Z100s. Well, that they're promoting their dumb
Jingle ball.
92.3 now does it. They
There
have,
it
they have
is.
billboards all over New
Fucking
York
CeeLo.
with no air personalities.
Yeah, because they know their air personalities suck. Everyone knows that part of the business is horrendous. So how do we promote our radio station if our jocks suck? Well, let's get pictures of the artists that we play on a billboard.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Go to the top of that page.
I don't want to.
Go ahead. Sirius XM page. Hey, look.
What?
Who is that?
Sirius does the same thing, I guess.
It's one. Is that the morning mashup on that?
No, that's Fall Out Boy and One Direction. And
See, I've been a company guy for a while now, but I have to point this out. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, your listeners aren't that stupid.
They know what music's played, by the way.
They don't need to see pictures of the artists. They could figure out if it's a top 40 channel that, safe to say, you're going to hear some Katy Perry and some Bruno Mars and One Direction and whatever the fuck.
Or at least throw the girls up there with them.
Right.
Throw the ladies up there.
They'd appreciate it.
Maybe have them all in sports jerseys because they love throwing the ball around a bit.
That's good.
But not team-branded jerseys. It's a national show, after all.
Right.
True.
One more for today's Jocktober as we look at Prep Burger and some bonus tracks from some fucking
Please.
Yeah, and speaking of
stations
sports,
doing horrible bits.
Speaking of sports, it's World Series time.
That's right.
And
very topical.
Red Sox got this, I'm telling you.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling you, man. They got this one.
I don't know.
They absolutely got
I'll just say, I don't know. Not knowing anything.
I might even watch a game or two. I'll watch tonight until it's like 12:30 and it's the third inning, and then I'm going to have to tap out.
Who are they going to show in the stands up there in Fenway? Who do you think? What are the big Marky Mark? You think Marky Mark will be in there?
Marky Mark.
Watching? Fucking Dennis Leary? You think Leary will be in there?
Maybe.
Who are the big celebs that we'll see up there in Bafferston?
Lenny Clark.
Lenny Clark. Perhaps, any other?
What about Scorch's? How about Scorch's friend?
Bill Burr. Scorch's friend, Sib Hashian.
And the other guy, the comedian that was all pissed off. I forgot his name.
Jimmy Tingle?
No. Come on, help me out. Does all the local fucking humor up there.
Humor.
Oh, he fucking Scorch made him wait or something. He was all annoyed in the green room.
Remember his name,
shit. Whatever.
Damn it.
Holy fuck, we gotta know his name. He's gonna be really bummed when this gets back to him. Eric?
I'm trying to think of it. I think we had him on the phone.
Oh, I got it, and I didn't need any help in this. Sweeney.
Oh, right.
Whew, I got it just in the nick of time.
Yes.
Steve Sweeney, right?
Yes.
Anyway, here's our last bit for today's Jocktober. It's from a radio station in St. Louis.
Oh, Stephen King, right. Stephen King is always
there, right?
big Boston fan.
The show's called Phillips and Company.
Really?
Yep.
Well, they fucking do a show about, like, screwdrivers.
We don't have to play the last bit. It's fine. And, of course, Neil Diamond.
Neil.
Maybe a little Sweet Caroline for everybody.
Of course.
Because it worked out so well the last time he did it live.
Terrible.
But everyone had to praise him. That was horrendous. He fucked it up.
Yeah.
Here's Y98 and their new rallying song for the Cardinals.
All right, let's
as
hear
the World
this.
Series starts tonight.
What do the cards say? Win, 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 win.
No way.
Win, 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 win.
These guys,
They didn't do this.
They rip off each other's horrible songs.
They did it. They didn't do that.
Yes, they did. All right, I got it.
It's exactly the same as the fucking shitty one that...
Let's have a little fun here today, people.
Except there's no first verse on the same.
Come on. They couldn't even write a first verse.
Sox go boom. Playoffs now. Valentine fired. Fans cheering loud. Fenway Park. Big Papi. Play is back with Gomes and Napoli. Pitching staff with leftist K's. And our bats go pow, pow, pow. But there's one sound that we all know.
And he doesn't even put it in the right spot.
Okay, I got it.
Uh-huh.
Let's have a little fun.
All right.
What does the Sox say? What does the Sox say? What does the Sox say?
Rochester.
That proves our point more than anything lately. How they all rip off each other. Even a horrendous, horrible bit they rip off from each other.
Oh, man, was that bad.
You got to be shitting me.
Nope.
What do the cards say? Win, 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 win. What the cards say? Beer, 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 beer.
Wow, that's really fucking awful.
That's all you need to know.
That they would do that.
Happens all the fucking time in this stupid business.
This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the best of Jocktober for the Opie and Anthony Show. My name is Erock, Erock Radio on Twitter if you care to follow, and I'm hosting this thing as we review the month that was Jocktober. Now we're going to Cincinnati, to WKRQ Q102 and the Jeff and Jen Morning Show.
Oh boy, we're going to Cincinnati today.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
We're going to say hi to
WKRP. Oh, no.
Oh, X.
We're going to Q102 in Cincinnati. Jeff and Jenny.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you need to say it with such an attitude.
Jeff and Jenny.
Jeff and Jenny.
Our
Hey, he's doing a show
today?
with two broads.
With Jeff and Jen.
Oh, who's the other broad?
Oh, I saw the exclamation point. I thought that was an I.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's Jeff and Jen.
Jeff and Jen.
Oh, it's the ampersand.
With some other chick.
Yeah.
With some other...
Oh, man, this guy's sandwiched between two holes on the show?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
What's better than one hole?
Two.
Oh, now. Hey, can we do hole day? I was thinking about that.
But
I was thinking about it at the gym. Just one day where it's just holes.
Just feature various holes from around the country.
Yes.
That is a good one.
That'd be lovely.
Maybe the listeners can help you out. And
We could. I just monitor different shows every day. I mean,
but maybe the listeners, it's not Sam on Twitter. They find a quick clip of a hole in their market and they could send it in. And maybe we could put a day of holes together.
Oh, easily.
Can we try that? Because we are
yeah.
trying to mix it up a little bit this Jocktober.
Yeah.
Do you think they ruin the shows?
Oh, my God.
But you guys don't know if
oh, my God.
Jen and the other chick are holes.
That's true.
Oh, my God. It's a guarantee.
Why do you say that?
Because...
Is it because he's sandwiched between them with his arms folded?
Yes.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to get away with stuff, but I can't with these two around me. That's right.
And they're sitting there going, we're here to have fun, but not too much fun.
You know, no, it's fun like us ladies like to have fun, right, girls?
Yeah.
Give me some basic facts before we start playing the clips.
Well,
Jeff and Jen, Q102 in Cincinnati.
Yeah, they do the morning show over there on Q102.
Sure, okay.
They play the hits.
Okay. What kind of hits, though? Hits without the rap? Or all the hits?
They don't even have... I mean, today's Twerk Tuesday.
Today's Twerk Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. And what does that do? What are they? They're not twerking.
Oh, that's fun, though.
Oh, boy. Oh, and they show Miley.
Well, yeah, Twerk Tuesday.
What happens on Twerk Tuesday? They just say that?
You can win a download code for the new Miley Cyrus album
Ooh.
every hour today.
But what But what is the Twerk Tuesday part?
I guess Miley Cyrus twerks, and it's an alliteration.
Oh.
So they just came up with something, but there's nothing behind it?
No.
It just sounds cool to say it's Twerk Tuesday on Q102?
Yes.
Here in Cincinnati?
Yes. Oh.
What else they got?
The Bosom Ball is coming up.
What is the Bosom Ball?
I really don't want to say what woman is singing at it.
I'm assuming it's to fight breast cancer.
Yeah, that's a good cause. We could all agree with that.
Yeah.
Of course.
What was the show? Was it last year where that broad put together all the women in a hotel? Does anyone else remember that? That was one of my favorite Jocktobers ever.
The woman convention.
Oh my
Wake
God!
up with the
These chicks
Jeff
are
and
big.
Jen alarm clock app.
Yes.
What is the alarm?
What does that do?
Where you can wake up and get instant access to your favorite morning show, weather, and more.
Wow.
Pretty handy.
Hey, they have a fucking app.
Oh, yeah.
What else? Basic knowledge.
I mean, that's it. They're an adult, I would say, oriented. A lot of soccer moms
Bios?
listening.
Any bios?
Yeah, we love the bios.
I like a good bio.
The radio.
And this is where I just
show bio.
keep referring to not Jen as the girl who's not Jen because she's not in the bio.
Oh, boy.
Jeff and Jen have been waking up Cincinnati since 2002.
All right. 11 years.
You'd think that between the two of them, plus plus Fritch.
Is that Fritch?
Fritch?
Is that her name? Fridge? She's as big as a fridge. She likes going to the fridge. She is a fatty.
Oh, God. Sometimes we decide not to be subtle.
I know. Fuck it.
Some days it's all in. Fuck it.
I think there would be...
Phase 1 initiated, by the way.
Oh, wow. Already.
Yeah, everyone's on us now.
Yeah.
I've heard they have meetings now about Jocktober.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not saying we're going to be featured.
But just in case, we got to be on this.
We need a contingency plan.
That's right.
I got emailed a copy of an email that radio people are being sent. To be on the lookout for Jocktober.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Bolo.
What did it say?
It just said it didn't give the Opie and Anthony show credit. It acted like there were a group of like cyber hackers,
terrorists,
radio
terrorists.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, look out.
Yeah. But they say, they've been waking up to Cincinnati since 2002. You'd think between the two of them plus Fritch, that there would be quite a few cups of coffee in the studio.
Imagine fucking a Fritch.
Oh, Fritch. Oh, Fritch. Suck my dick, Fritch. It's like you fucking asking one of your college frat buddies.
Yeah.
That's a frat buddy nickname.
Yes.
Oh, me and Fritch went out last and got fucking hammered.
Yeah. Fritch took a shit in the glove compartment. Fritch. I'm going to come, Fritchie.
Fritchie, yeah.
Little info on each of them.
Ooh. Yeah.
But when they're not with Q, that's the name of the station, Fritch loves taking in everything Cincinnati has to offer.
Every restaurant has to offer.
From going to Bengals and Reds games to enjoying summer concerts at Riverbend, she especially loves her Skyline. Extra hot sauce, please.
All right.
A little local reference, I guess.
Yeah.
They just described a regular person.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Who doesn't go to sporting events and concerts in their city?
Well, that's why you listen to her, because she's a regular gal.
Well, wait till you find out Jen.
Yeah.
You'll find Jen most often hanging out with her awesome son, Jacob, or working on her many hidden talents, which include tap dancing, belting out show tunes.
She's boy. Gregory Hines.
Oh, boy. Fitting her whole fist in her mouth.
All right. How about mine?
Yeah.
Shut up.
And knowing the number of every value meal at McDonald's, Arby's, and Wendy's.
It's all about eating and fucking...
So she's proud of her chub.
Oh. What'd you hear about Jeff? A self-professed foodie.
Roll in!
Jeff's favorite place
Found
in
a friend,
Cincinnati is the chef's table at Boca.
Oh.
Besides his love for food, he also possesses an uncanny sense of direction.
What?
Wow.
You can drop me anywhere in the country blindfolded, he says.
And I'll find... It was just going to be another rest area joke. I saved us all the trouble.
Oh, why not? He says, I'll always find my way back. Sounds like a challenge.
It does.
That's not me iterating that. That was a bio.
Yeah. Okay, well, that tells us a lot about
Jeff and Jen.
And
Well, that's it.
And Fritch. I guess her name's Fritch.
Well, why don't we dive right in and hear a little bit of...
the Jeff and Jen show on Q102 in Cincinnati. We start with time to play fake or for real.
Fake or for real. Fake or for real, everybody. We're going to play a game. Hey, job or no job?
Did he find his fax machine?
I don't know for sure if he did or not.
All right.
He's still looking for a gig, though. I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs a gig. Poor Scorch.
Just how this one's played. What do you mean?
Like, can you guess, based on the insanely original title, fake or for real, how the game is played?
All right. Is this story fake or for real?
All right, you got it.
Yeah, wow. What do they do it with limbs?
Okay, all right. All right.
At Cincinnati's Q102.
Let's play a round of Faker for Real.
Oh, Jesus.
With that, like,
this is torture. Like, the radio could be the easiest gig in the world. Why make it shitty?
it's got all the features, too. The bad background music.
Everything needs a bed.
Everything needs a wacky, goofy kind of bed.
Everything needs a bed. Everything needs a name.
Yeah, a name.
And we're going to phrase it like everybody knows what it is. A round of Faker for Real.
Here's Faker for Real. You know, you played it before with us. You know the music.
You gotta make believe it's fun, even though you know it's shitty.
It sucks.
It's just getting you to the next Miley Cyrus song.
On Twerking Tuesday.
At Cincinnati's Q102.
Let's play a round of Faker for Real. 3 headlines here. Tell us which one is real, and we're going to send you to the Children's Theater performance of Annie Jr.
It's not for you, Uncle Paul.
I like the Children's Theater.
Yeah?
All the adults have face masks on.
What the fuck?
I like when they perform Old Calcutta.
Yeah.
Or the original Broadway production of Hair.
Yeah, we do. We do
Hairless.
plays.
Sorry.
That's funny.
Shit.
Oh, this stinks.
This is terrible.
To the Children's Theater performance of Annie Jr. at the Tap Theater.
Here we go. Tickets to Annie Jr.
Annie
She loves
Jr.
Tap.
How much could the tickets cost? $7?
You're winning tickets to the Children's Theater production of Annie Jr.
What is Annie Jr.? They all play like, it's like Archie Kids?
Yeah, Archie Kids, Flintstone Kids. It's like, it's a tap thing, I think she said.
Yeah.
Well, she's into tap
She
dancing.
loves the tap dancing.
I like to unzip my fly and say, "Give Daddy Warbucks a kiss."
Not even a little subtle anymore.
We decide not to be
It's a
subtle
hard cock light, Mike. Yeah, son will come out tomorrow, but for now it's the daughter. Get over here. Let me make love to your mouth.
Holy fuck. It's just wrong. All right.
All right, let's continue.
Here we go. Is today a groom forgets to book his wedding venue, so he calls in a bomb threat on the wedding day to get the place shut down.
Oh, I don't like that.
Is it B, a woman leaves a purse filled with cocaine at a Foot Locker and is arrested when she comes back to get it?
No.
Wow. Or C, a man escapes from prison and goes straight to another prison that's closer to his family.
All right.
Caller 20 gets a guess.
I'm going to say...
It's definitely not the last one, because that's
right,
too clever.
that's too like,
that's a real story.
obvious.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the... What's the first one?
The cocaine in the Foot Locker, or what was the first one?
Wait, do we have to find out the answer?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they received no calls, so that was the end of Real or Fake. They never gave the real answer. They've been doing radio for 12 years.
Oh, my God.
In that city.
Yeah, during spots, they're like, man, blow it off. We didn't get any calls.
Yeah, that was the end of Real. And
You're kidding, right? Did they say that they didn't get calls, or they just moved on, so they made believe that didn't happen?
They just pretended that was in my imagination.
Oh, that's
wow. Brilliant.
They said, we'll give it to the 20th caller.
Oh, they came back and said?
No, they said it in that clip. They go, 20th caller will get the chance to win.
Wow. Oh, 20 callers.
You can get one.
Oh, God.
That's a lofty goal. Getting
Right, so
20 phone calls.
That went nowhere for them. Very good.
So yeah, I'm sorry I should have interrupted you earlier, but there's no reason for you guys to try to figure that out.
All right.
We will not be getting the answer.
Good.
Okay, well, we're going to move on then with Jeff and Jen, CQ102 in Cincinnati.
Why is there a picture of a woman, and she's topless, she's holding her tits, and on her chest it says aborted, on her right tit it says Hitler, and on the left tit it says cock. Aborted Hitler cock.
That's not nice.
Seems to be
a little harsh.
Up
well,
there.
I don't know why there are photos of Jim Chandler.
Why is Jim Chandler
on
there?
his Facebook
That's
page?
weird. The hidden picture doesn't look well either.
Is that Duty falling out of a hiney?
Who posted that? Oh, Daniel Curlin.
That's yeah.
All right.
No.
Photo.
All right, Jesus.
Jaws.
Jaws. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Oh my God, they got a horrendous Facebook page.
Wow.
Facebook allows this?
There's a naked black guy fucking a bucket of KFC.
Why are the pictures always different?
Oh.
You never see a double. They're always finding great shit.
Amazing.
And one of my favorite things of all time, hey, I did this for you. Yes.
There's
the Hulk Hogan again.
Taking down the towers.
Where are you going? I did this for you.
Oh, gosh. That's terrible.
Oh, God, this is... Oh, jeez.
Oh, look. It's young Sam Roberts.
Yep, there's me.
Oh, it's Erock.
Erock is...
Is he here today?
Oh,
Erock.
Yeah. You here today?
You see the Facebook?
Erock.
Oh, that's not nice.
Erock?
All right, we'll wait.
Oh.
Some idiot thinks I have something to do with that. I don't, you fucking cunt.
Whoa.
To do with what?
That's why we're not talking about it. Go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Stupid fucking douche. When E-Rock wants to talk about it, he'll talk about us.
Erock.
Damn.
I supposedly had a meeting and made sure that, we're going to talk about it.
Did you?
Why'd that happen?
Just fucking dicks.
Photo of intern David with a mustache and a wizard hat.
A wizard hat. All right. Well, seems like their Facebook it's another Erock phone number picture.
I love the Erock phone number photo. Now I do, yeah.
All right. What's next since that failed miserably?
Well, their little game failed.
Yeah,
even they said you know how to play, so they have played this game before.
Come on.
Yeah. I think their prize was shitty.
What was the prize again?
The fucking kids theater tap dancing fucking Annie Jr.
True.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Great price.
Jeff's got an unbelievable, interesting story about Starbucks.
The Paul Williams Army.
It says Paul Williams Army, nigga, and it's a picture of Paul Williams.
All right, well.
Our fan base has to turn into the Paul Williams Army.
Oh, yeah.
We love
Paul Williams
Army. Gonna give him piano lessons for Christmas.
That's hilarious.
Jeff's got an unbelievably interesting story about Starbucks.
Oh, want to hear it?
Yeah.
And there are people out there who consider the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte one of the best parts of fall, so let's hope this doesn't ruin it for you. But
good.
You should know there's no...
There's the whole... Oh, that whole voice.
Oh, it is good. Oh, so good.
Dennis Fuhrer.
Dennis Falcone.
Yeah, there's a
Dennis Fuhrer.
A photo
I know, but...
of Hitler with his hand up giving the salute with a swastika, of course, emblazoned on his arm. However, Denny has photoshopped his head over the Hitler face. Big smile, and it says Dennis Fuhrer.
Dennis Fuhrer.
That's funny.
All right.
No actual pumpkin in the pumpkin spice
What do you
latte.
mean? It tastes like it.
Oh, my God. Once again, we need your help. We want to do a whole day where we just feature the whole. So we need you guys to monitor some fucking local radio and send in some clips. All right? Send it to Not Sam on Twitter, please.
And this woman misunderstood because she likes a bumpkin. A bumpkin. I meant to say bumpkin. Oh, I am a bumpkin.
Oh, no, Jimmy.
Oh, boo.
Bumpkin.
Oh, I am a bumpkin.
No, Jimmy.
Oh, boo.
Bumpkin.
But you should know there's no actual pumpkin in the pumpkin spice
What do you
latte.
mean? It tastes like it.
The flavor actually comes from cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, and a pumpkin pie flavored syrup.
Syrup, yeah.
Yeah, it's all the shit that makes pumpkin taste good. Pumpkin sucks unless you spice it up.
Right.
What?
There's a warning of a Denny NATO on there.
Denny NATO. There's a tornado with Denny's face on it.
I love that Dennis Falcone has become the face of Jocktober.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Pie flavored syrup.
Syrup, yeah. You know.
Which is actually made of chemicals and spices, but no real pumpkin.
Isn't that amazing how they can simulate it, though? Almost exactly the taste of pumpkin without using pumpkin.
What was the for? Wait, what did she say that for?
I don't know.
That's just a noise she makes.
Yes, it's the noise of the hole.
Like, who cares if there's not real crammed into this drink at Starbucks.
Or driving preteens. Dennis Falcone's hard driving preteens. With a goofy smile.
Oh, that's a good one.
We got some funny listeners, man.
There's a picture of a hard drive, and the word preteens is written in like
cum.
God. Yeah. The cum font.
Opie, you're exactly right, though. Pumpkin. If you just took a spoonful of pumpkin out of a pumpkin and ate it, it wouldn't taste like pumpkin pie.
Right.
The reason it tastes like pumpkin pie is all the shit they put in it, and that's the shit they're putting in the fucking dumb coffee to make it taste like that.
So why is this a story?
Why is it even a story?
No one takes a pumpkin and cut it up and eat slices because it's shitty.
Why did she do that?
Can we hear that again?
You can simulate it, though, almost exactly the taste of pumpkin without using pumpkin.
That's a letdown,
Modern
though.
technology.
It's not.
It's
Why is it so
letdown.
stupid? The angle is, wait a minute, has anyone actually ever tasted pumpkin?
Right.
Because the answer would be no.
Yeah, put some pumpkin in your coffee and tell me how much better it is.
No one
you
sits around
dummy.
and eats pumpkin. Some asshole figured out if you put a bunch of spices together, it could be tasty.
A dog fucking a girl.
What kind of fucking
It's just
radio station is this?
It's
There's
just
another photo of Denny.
terrible.
Yeah.
And the caption says, I don't always do shitty radio, but when I do, actually I always do shitty radio.
Why would she be let down? Because it wasn't. Who gives a fuck?
Who cares?
That's a letdown.
But the point would be that means she likes pumpkin, but no one likes pumpkin.
No, of course not.
We invented pumpkin flavor.
Yes.
But it's all that spice shit.
Oh, now.
Exactly the taste of pumpkin without using pumpkin.
That's a letdown,
Modern
though.
technology.
It's amazing.
I don't think you're drinking it for the health factor of.
No, you're not. That's true.
It doesn't matter.
Any more than people.
What happened? What happened?
I can't even
What
say
happened?
it. It's so offensive, I can't even say it.
Wait, you're tongue-tied on something offensive?
That's a really, really bad one.
Holy
Oh, it's hilarious.
They allow this on their Facebook page?
I don't know what promotion they were running.
Oh my God! How do you explain this
You
one?
can't. You
That's
really
just offensive.
can't.
It's really, that was in poor taste.
Yeah, it's very
Guy with a
offensive.
garden hose. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, for the people playing along, it's the one with the hose. Okay.
Oh, God. Opie and Anthony Nugget. Shit coming out. This is terrible.
Hitler in a gangster wear. Oh, these are marvelous.
Whole promo photo. They officially made my neck into a giraffe neck.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you guys are funny.
Oh, these are great.
Dude, we have so many more clips. Let's get to the end of this one. Tim Sabian says, Jocktober approved.
And then there's a lot of boat movie posters.
There's a picture of Tim giving the devil horns.
Yeah.
Rumor has it now that he's working for us, or with us, he's not allowed to say his name on the other place. At the other place.
Really?
Yep.
Whew, that's funny shit.
Using pumpkin?
That's a letdown,
Modern
though.
technology.
It's amazing.
I don't think you're drinking it for the health factor of.
No, you're not. That's true.
It doesn't matter.
Any more than people actually go to Starbucks for coffee.
It's so good, though.
That's why I go to Starbucks.
Wow.
For coffee. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
Wow. Coffee, yeah.
It's got its deep radio guy voice.
Oh, awful.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I just feel bad for the guy.
What are those ladies laughing?
Situation.
Why are those ladies
In
laughing?
situations.
It's good-natured.
But why? Why are they laughing?
Just to push the whole thing forward.
Yeah.
They were just talking about Starbucks.
That was an unbelievably interesting story about Starbucks. Thank you, Sam, for bringing that to our attention.
You're welcome.
As we take a look at Q102 in Cincinnati for Jocktober today, Jeff and Jen.
I want the Jeff and Jen alarm.
Well, how can we? What does it sound like?
You can download it. I'm sure it's just the show that comes up.
Oh, you think it's just like a clock radio?
Jeff has a story about men.
There's a photo of the guy from the public access show we were watching.
And they come to the cabaret.
Is that me?
Here,
Looks like you could be fucking a pumpkin.
Yeah, it looks like someone fucking pumpkin. No, that's not me.
God.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
Look at some of these Facebook postings. There's some angry people out there today.
But they have a lot of fans.
They're really good.
Because, I mean, they just keep posting and posting.
Yeah. David again. They love David. I love that one.
Well, somebody's Facebook name is actually David Freed.
And we never gave out the Facebook page, so I guess this has to be their listeners.
This is their listeners.
Yes. Just one after another.
Picture of Chip.
That's great. That's good.
All right, here we go. Jeff has a story about men being better drivers than
women.
You got it, Jim Norton. The girls are all like, I don't think so.
Now look out.
I don't think so.
It's 2 against 1 here, honey. Look out.
Here is the latest blow in the endless battle over who's better at driving, men or women. A judge has officially ruled that men are better.
Ooh.
Of course, the judge happens to be a man, but I'm sure he was completely impartial. Javier Albar is a judge in northern Spain. He was ruling on a discrimination case where a company was offering driving lessons to men for $900 and to women for $1,170. The company said they were charging women more because female students needed an average of 5 more classes than male students before they were ready to get their driver's license.
Oh, God.
Oh, please.
Oh. I wish they would now do a story on who makes better rapists. Holy shit.
But this is good nature. This is some good-natured fun, guys.
Oh, the battle between men and women. Who's the better driver?
Oh, please.
Please.
Keeping it light and fun, you know.
Yeah.
They were ready to get their driver's license.
This is
crazy.
Crap. I agree.
The company was fined $5,500 for sex discrimination. So they fought it and went to court, and last week the judge overturned the fine because he said there is statistical proof that men really are better drivers than women.
There you go.
He cited official traffic statistics from the Spanish government and said every single year men display greater dexterity and better open road skills.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's in Spain. I don't know about that survey.
Maybe Spanish men. I don't know.
Spanish men are sexy because they're such good drivers,
That's
right?
What?
Oh, my goodness.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is going great.
They should do a story on which gender destroys a radio show better.
That's exactly what they...
Wow.
Oh, now that's crap.
I guess the guy
And their
thinks...
punchline was, oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, the dude did just get over saying that he thought Spanish dudes were sexy.
Well, yes, he did.
Not going to argue with that point, Sam.
Oh, my goodness.
Time to play. Time to play.
Yeah.
Yes or BS?
Isn't that fake or real?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because, yes, it's just like fake or for real.
Come on.
But this time they get a caller. So they just changed the name of the contest.
Fake or for real is the same thing.
But that failed, so they decided to just change the name of the contest.
Right, do it in the second hour.
Make it a little
change
more
the
edgy.
name.
Right. And they did get a phone call, which is very good news for Jeff and Jen at Q102 in Cincinnati.
And Fritch.
Yvonne, welcome to Jeff and Jen's Government Shutdown, yes or BS. How you doing this morning?
Great. How are you guys?
Excellent.
Doing good. This is a true-false kind of quiz here, and you just got to get the best out of 5.
Dumb bed.
You've been watching a lot of the news about the shutdown?
Not really. I mainly rely on you guys for all my information.
Oh, well, then you might be in trouble.
Well, we're sorry about that.
Yeah, look out. They're wild.
Because we're uninformed. That one's accurate.
It's terrible.
Then you might be in trouble.
Well, we're sorry about that.
All right, yes or BS? Every single president since Gerald Ford went through a government shutdown. Yes or BS?
BS.
That is BS. But not all that far off. All of them except for George W.
Oh, look at that.
He was the only one that didn't.
Wow.
Here we go. Yes or BS? During the shutdown, you can still get into the Smithsonian if you show security a picture of Miley Cyrus spanking a huge teddy bear.
Oh, yes.
BS. That is BS.
Oh, I thought it was
it's
yes.
completely shut
Absolutely
down,
true.
right?
It's completely shut down. Yep.
What? Oh, my God.
This is the point
They
of
do
Jocktober,
5 questions. Yes,
where it
yes.
just gets tiring.
Yep.
Oh,
We lose all the energy quickly. Now we're stuck listening to this shit.
I know. Yes or BS.
Well, the thrilling conclusion, Anthony.
Thank God.
To yes or BS with the announcement of the grand prize.
Oh, what is the prize?
Do you want me to tell you? You want me to spoil it, or do you want to find out?
I want to find out.
I
Okay,
wanna
good.
find out.
Good.
Yes or BS? You get this one right, you win. It's that easy. The government shut down every year while President Reagan was in office.
BS.
You're right.
Oh.
That is BS, but it's very close
Every
to
single
true.
one is.
Yeah, there was a moment where I doubted myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sexually?
it shut down every year except for 1985 and 1988, but every other year, yep.
Wow.
People forget that about President Reagan's
Yeah.
years, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, so you win.
Right.
We'll hook you up and send you to a children's theater performance of Annie Jr.
Oh, it's the same shitty prize. Oh, the same shitty prize of Annie
Stupid
Jr.
sponsor that needs help with tickets.
We got to give away these Annie Jr. tickets.
Oh, my God, because that'll get everyone calling about the show, and we'll do well.
Oh,
What the fuck? We couldn't give away these tickets.
wow.
Well, I guess that's it for today. We could
Are you
cut
sure?
out- What? You want more?
Well, is there anything that's not one of their little fucking contests?
Well, the gang talks about why you shouldn't eat before surgery.
See, I like when they just riff.
Okay, the girl who isn't Jen, that's Fritch, brings up her breast reduction surgery.
Oh, no. Big old fat tits. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
I'm going, why would you? On all days to bring that up, the day I'm listening. Why
Oh,
would
no.
Is it good? I haven't heard this yet.
you? Go for it.
Okay.
Chances are, whatever your job is, whatever you do, you are probably an expert at it, or at least pretending to be.
Mm-hmm.
But out of curiosity, what could we all do to make your job easier for you? There was a
Why are
discussion.
you laughing? Easier for you. Ha ha. There was nothing funny about that.
Just noise.
That's the job of the whole, is to just make noise.
Noise filler.
There was a discussion about this online over the weekend where people talked about the one little thing people could do to make jobs easier.
Yeah.
And here are some of the best ones. Surgeon said, really, and I'm not kidding, don't eat or drink before your surgery. You're told that all the time.
Yeah.
Some people do it. If there is food in your stomach,
Right.
there is a possibility you'll have reflux and choke when they take out the breathing tube.
That's why.
Yeah, you'll
I never knew that was why.
I never knew that
Shut
either.
up!
Wait, Fritch?
That's why.
Fritch?
Fritch.
How do we know she wasn't a man?
A man at some point. That
She
voice.
kind of has like a...
That's why. I never knew.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat
I want to
movie.
see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat
I want to see
movie.
the boat movie.
I'm going to see the boat movie
I
today.
want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat
I want
movie.
to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat
I
movie.
want to see the boat
I
movie.
want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to show my pecker at the boat movie.
These fucking pictures.
Apparently their leader, whoever is organizing this attack, their leader is Dennis Falcone.
Oh.
Sam is crying.
It's so funny.
I just love the idea of Dennis Falcone being the leader.
A lot of funny shit that happens on this show that you don't laugh at. And then you find the silliest shit to lose your mind over.
Well, I mean, who would have thought that Dennis Falcone, the guy who's given his life to radio, would lead an attack like this?
Well, now that he's the official leader, don't you think he should come in here and...
I mean, I
what do you
wouldn't
think,
go
guys?
quite that far.
You sure?
Yeah.
Maybe later.
I mean,
Maybe later?
Let's tease that.
I think we're okay with the photos.
Yeah, he'll be coming in at 10.